fifth edition of Monday Night Versus. It is a snowy night here in the capital city, but we are still on for tonight for a match, for a week packed with action as we enter #1 contendership week for MMWF Slamuary this Saturday in Des Moines, Iowa. Hello everyone, my name is Jason Manhattan, and joining me in the booth, as always, is...
Evan Gillard. We got a great set of matches to go tonight, but to start us off, we have Razor Cuts, the Hardcore Edge, versus Minoru Kage, the Ninja.
So the big deal with this match is obviously this being this shit division match. Both of these guys are looking for their first victory of the season. Are either of them going... I mean, one of them is going to find it here, but who is going to have the edge in this match?
You know, Minoru's, you got the Fire Jutsu, you got the Wind Jutsu. Razor Cuts, you have the I purely don't care how much damage my body sustains, as long as yours sustains more. You know what? I gotta go with Minoru. What about you, Jason? Who do you think you got in this one?
You know, I honestly have to also take Minoru Kage. He has more. He has more to lose. Razor does have more to gain. If he could get himself back on the path to the Cruiserweight Championship. We're not sure how much work he's got to do, but a win here would set him on that path. Minoru Kage, though, just seems like the more explosive superstar.
You know, explosive is a relative term. You know, Razor has a much more flashier ring presence. Much more, you know, I'm going to be honest, more fun to watch. Minoru, very reserved in his combat. He's got a couple moves that are very spectacular, but overall, I think Razor is the one that when he is pushed into a corner will pull out every stop in the road. So, you know, at this point, I'm actually reversing. You know what, Jason? I'm taking Razor.
Well, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in this match between these two superstars, and of course, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens tonight. #1 contendership week and a special edition of Monday Night Versus, of course, canceled last week. Preempted for other action, but now we got a special edition double card for the fans here that have braved the weather, braved the elements to come out here to the Sports Ohio complex in Dublin, Ohio.
You know, I was driving in here today, and I gotta say, the biggest challengers here are our fans.
And honestly, that's also the reason why Roxanne can't be with us today. We hope that Roxanne, that you stay safe out there, and we'll see you next week. And we'll see you this Saturday as well in Des Moines,
You know what?
Iowa.
Stop talking about Roxanne. Big moves happening in the arena. And Minoru going to the top rope for the second time in a row here.
Middle rope here. Minoru trying to wave Razor back to his feet. Oh, caught on the senton, and Razor going to flip him around.
Minoru gets a face first impression to that top rope. Now Razor's going to get a chance to do some fun stuff.
Nice senton there over the top rope, and Razor Cuts, grounding Minoru. Here's the pin after that senton. One.
Got to ask yourself the thinking on that. That was very early, very, very early for a pin. But Razor's going to take his chance to showboat a little bit here. And some stiff strikes.
Both of these guys have explosive cruiserweight offense. You never know what to expect from either of these gentlemen. Big vertical suplex there from Minoru, and it looks like he's going for one more. Nice back suplex there. The Ninja from FSCW going over the pin. And Razor from CZW kicks out.
Minoru just showing how much of a sellout he is and not using the original Japanese version of his name as his Shinobi. Formerly fighting in the
Triple Hero. He was in Triple Hero.
No. He had appearances there as the Shinobi.
And now Minoru continuing to show off to the crowd.
But he gets caught because of that. Razor, you know, a master of that show, but he knows when to do it and knows when not. But that tie-up did not work out to his favor. But this definitely did.
Both of these guys seem to be focusing a little bit too much on showboating and not enough on damage. But Razor, with a little damage there, gets a 1 count from that pinfall.
Try to get that 5th column in the ring there, Jason. You're a wrestler. You know how much the chance of the crowd count to you. And that's what they're doing here tonight. Big elbow drop there from the second rope.
And now locking in a submission hold here. Razor not really known to be a submission wrestler, but there's a dangerous spot in the ring. Minoru really doesn't have anywhere to go, but he manages to reverse out of it.
Working that spine and that back.
I guess not.
Vertical suplex face buster. Destructive move. And now Minoru managing to get in a reversal of his own.
Definitely went once too many to the well, and the back of his head is paying for that mistake.
Minoru continuing to taunt, and this is becoming a you know, we talked about the cruiserweight matchups in the past, how fast-paced they've been, but this one has seemed to be more about charisma, and now Minoru is going to try to use some of that charisma to come back here. Oh, what a kick to the face!
Coming back as the person.
Evan, what does Razor have to do? The extreme edge. He's got to do something big here. What do you think he's got to do to get back in this match?
You know, the Razor's Edge, he's got to definitely think about where he is in the ring here. He's got to take advantage. He just took a ton of offense. This right here is not what he needs to do. He needs to start focusing a single body part, to start just slobber knocking it, and then take advantage. It's not a submission, so don't go for the arms and legs. Go for that chest or that head.
Honestly, I disagree. I think that he should definitely go for Minoru's legs. Go after that base. Minoru uses his legs so much in his offense. Taking one of those out could be key to victory here.
Hey, you can do a lot of things, but there's many that you can't do with a concussion.
Well, Razor Cuts might end up with a concussion after that vertical, or that German suplex, rather. Minoru beckoning Razor to his feet. Now trying to drag him around the ring. He's got Razor up against the ropes, right where he wants him. Oh, Razor with the reversal. Wait a minute, it's a trap!
Oh,
Fire Jutsu!
he used that trap card to good effect. See if he can finish it right here.
The Fire Jutsu connects. Here's the pin. 2, 3.
Ooh, Razor holds on. Now, you know what? This is a big disadvantage for Razor. There is no goddamn implements involved here.
That's true. This is not a hardcore match. And Razor, after already eating the Fire Jutsu once, and now Minoru continuing to show off. Giving Razor...
Oh, but Razor gets right back into that game.
Exactly what I expected to see there. 1, 2. Razor got a chance to catch his breath. He got a key reversal when he needed it.
And Razor is ready for some fun times here.
Razor, Minoru into the turnbuckle.
Minoru's about to catch the edge of that hardcore blade.
Whisper in the Wind connects.
A butterfly flapped its wing in Africa a month ago, and this is the result.
Is he going to tap? I don't know how long he can endure the agony. What a display of unmitigated strength.
Just tons of damage here by Razor. Razor's finally starting to tie moves together, which was what was hurting him earlier.
Absolutely. And now he's going to the top rope. Looks like he could be going for that Swanton Bomb.
Oh!
That connects.
Devastating move.
Wait a minute.
Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Did he get knocked out? Was that a KO?
A big replay of that Swanton Bomb. You got to wonder, is Minoru knocked out? Wait, there's a pin. Pin after the Swanton. 1, 2, 3.
Oh! Minoru holds on. The Shinobi is ready for more.
Minoru back to his feet, being dragged up by Razor.
We do have the Asian AV department involved now. With the Monday Night Versus.
It's clear that our technical crew is putting on a big show here at #1 Contendership Week for the fans here who braved the elements, and Minoru about to brave the top rope.
Well, we didn't pay him for 2 weeks, so now they want to show that they're worthwhile in the live streaming environment. And
the sense of it worked! What a Hurricane Rana there! Big head scissor.
Definitely a huge move here from Minoru. And will he capitalize? Will he get it right here? Is this the end of this match? Uh-oh. Somebody's going in the boat.
Could be trying to set up for that Fire Jutsu again. Looks like he's going to go for it.
He's hot like fire, baby.
The Fire Jutsu connects. Here's the pin by Minoru for the win.
2, 3. The Shinobi secures a victory here tonight.
The Ninja, Minoru, gets his first victory of the 2K18 season.
Man, and we got some results over here from the social media graph. We have somebody we didn't expect. We have Jimmy Hotkeys throwing out some love there for Minoru.
Minoru definitely deserves some love, and he's getting some love from this Dublin crowd tonight. A big victory, a needed victory for Minoru. Minoru, his first victory of the season, and we've got to wonder for both of these guys. Minoru especially, this has got to mean it could be the start of his renaissance. He could be coming for that Cruiserweight title soon.
Oh, and the Empress is also joining in, saying Disu, Disu, Disu.
I believe that's Desu, Desu, Desu.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Jap. We bombed him for a reason.
Our next match here is a Valkyrie division matchup.
Definitely going to be a big one. We have Lucha Rhea versus Kelly Crush. I don't know how you guys see this one coming down, but I see it very definitively in Kelly Crush's corner. Lucha Rhea came in. That Trish first match, her first match. The only thing that has seen, the only place that has seen worse slaughters is the Chicago Slaughterhouse. Let's be completely honest. That was a cattle getting hit in the head with a goddamn sledgehammer.
But then she turned it around at Edge of Midnight, and she got herself her first victory in the rematch.
But then again, when you have a slaughter and then getting a win, which is your normal operating procedure? Now with Kelly Crush is what most women in this division need to aspire to. She's been a dominating force that she's entered, held titles, moved on, and also provided much needed support for others around her. Also, she's not too much of a bitch to show her face. So that's my thing is I got Kelly 9 times out of 10 in this match.
I think that this is honestly, on paper, you would think that it favors Kelly, but for me, I have a hard time picking either of these superstars. Kelly Crush has to prove herself against someone she's never faced, a luchador like Lucha Rhea from the FSCW.
But that's completely wrong. She has faced luchadors before. She's fought Mamba Negra. She's fought Taco Loco.
Wait, Kelly Crush has fought Taco Loco? When did that happen?
In the mixed tag matches when she was supporting in the Hitmen.
She was in the ring with Taco Loco in that match. That was a while ago.
So that's my point, is she has experience fighting with that style. And that's my thing is you say she's never run into the style before. She has fought with it and seen its actions. And I am almost positive she has fought against Taco Truck at one point. I'm almost positive she's fought against Mama.
Well, it looks like Lucha Rhea is going to come out to the ring first here. So the FSCW superstar, she has a lot to prove in the MMWF on the big stage. But Kelly's got a lot to prove this season, trying to prove that she can be a title contender yet again.
You know, you want to talk about a division that's stacked with talent. The MMWF women's division right now is it.
Absolutely.
And you know, you can't just be good. You gotta be great to bob above the rest.
When the two bottom-ranked people in your division are Jill Marie and Sarah Wilson, two of the toughest women in all of professional wrestling, you know you have a great division going.
I mean, it's amazing.
Lucha Rhea, of course, that last win was on the big stage in New York City at Edge of Midnight, when she defeated Trish first. The question is, can she do it again? Kelly Crush is ranked directly above her in power rating. Kelly's last victory was against Slammin' Sarah Wilson at Tuesday Night Encounters, the very special holiday edition, so we actually haven't seen Kelly in a long while here.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of people in a long while. Took a week off.
That's true, that's true.
To me, a week is a long time. I'm sorry, Jason.
Well,
I live for the MMWF.
Well, at the same time, we almost had 2 weeks off with the weather today, but we've put things back on, and of course, we've got to thank everybody that made their way out here for this big, almost not really double card, but we've got 11 matches tonight.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be like the good old days of the MMWF, where we were here for a obscene amount of time.
That's true. I remember those. Kelly in the ring. This is only Kelly's third match of the 2K18 season. But in previous seasons, she has been extremely dominant, and we kind of expect to see that again this season.
It's definitely going to be, you know, you never know what you can get from a season. We've seen Titans rise. We've seen heroes rise and Titans fall. Who would have think Jill Marie would be at the bottom of the stack, right?
Personal issues to be ultimately resolved is two superstars enter the squared circle and go one-on-one in a good old-fashioned wrestling match.
Snap man there from Kelly on a huge knee to the back on Lucha Rhea. Tying up again in the center there.
And you're already seeing the difference in style here. Kelly with the brawling style, that very offensive base of attack, where she's all over you with strikes and strong grapples. And Lucha Rhea, though, coming in with the fast-paced head scissor, that lucha style of offense.
Yeah, you know, it's more of a point of one tries to build the dam, the other redirects the river, so to speak here.
Well, moves like that at this stage are not to win any match.
And Lucha Rhea, honestly, I'm starting to think more about it, and Kelly definitely has the edge because it's going to take a lot of those luchador whipping around and springboard attacks to take down somebody with as big of a core as Kelly Crush.
It's not even the core you got to think about. It's what's the arm length distance on these two?
You got to remember, Lucha Rhea has a luchador body. She has a stunt woman body, but Kelly Crush has a professional volleyball player body.
Kelly Crush has the I've been poking steers for my whole life. You know what I mean?
We're talking about somebody who was. We're talking about an Olympian here. I mean, Kelly Crush played in the X Games too, beach volleyball. This is two very different approaches, not just to wrestling, but to all of athletics.
Plain and simple, yeah.
As Lucha going to the top rope here.
And I think it's been a little too much time. I think somebody's playing possum.
This is a bad idea. Letting Kelly get her win back is a recipe for disaster, and all Lucha Rhea could manage is an arm drag, but Kelly rolling out of the ring and coming back here to the announce table.
Kelly coming back with fire in her
eyes.
And
the ref getting involved here.
Come on, Tyson, let him fight.
Taylor.
What? It's got a T and a Y in it.
As Kelly, now with a big bulldog there on Lucha Rhea.
See, and this is what we're talking about, is Kelly has the stamina here in spades. I don't see the situation where Lucha Rhea can stay in the ring with her as long as she can stay in the ring with her.
That's the key, is that, yeah, we're talking about strength versus dexterity here. Does the stunt woman, the luchador stamina of Lucha Rhea, here's the pin, one. Does that stamina measure up to the volleyball player stamina of Kelly? And honestly, I think you're right, Evan. I don't think that it does. But we'll see as Lucha Rhea going over to the top rope, could be going for some springboard action here. Oh, the frog splash connected with the side of Kelly Crush's head.
That's gotta hurt. Now, who's got the better constitution?
Of course, we're always looking for your chat reaction. Our monitor in the social media lounge would love to hear from you. And the social media lounge brought to you by Twitch.
Eye gouge there.
Going after the mask. You got to think, a luchador's greatest weakness is their mask. If you start going after that mask, trying to remove it, they shut down.
Well, you got to remember, that's the other thing is this is American wrestling. This is American mindset coming from Kelly. Kelly, if you're wearing a mask, you're too much of a bitch to show your face. She's going to show that.
Well, you got to remember, our world champion is a masked wrestler. Oh my goodness, what a reversal by Kelly Crush. Holding her in the vertical suplex for too long. Lucha Rhea able to escape.
big head scissor there.
Going after Kelly Crush's head is not a bad idea here. And there's a poison mist! Into the Northern Lights suplex!
Didn't go for the bridge, though. See, this is what I was talking about. Too much of a bitch, show your face. You keep the mask so you can then shoot poison out from it.
It doesn't seem to have affected Kelly that much at all. Kelly just seems more angry now. Oh, but the inverted Frankensteiner plants Kelly once on her head again.
That'll put people away.
The pin by Lucharia. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and Kelly held on at 2.998, I think, at that point.
Lucharia, I think she felt she had the victory. Now almost going after Taylor Tyrod there. Taylor again having to move out of the way and yelling at Lucharia about it. Lucha going to the top rope. Oh, the moonsault does not connect.
Nothing there.
And now the Texan Kelly Crush setting her up for the Texas Pile Driver.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Kelly Crush with the pin after the Pile Driver. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and Kelly, as I said, Constitution wins in the end. You might have flash, but you're just that, a flash in the pan.
That second win may put Kelly in the driver's seat as we're in #1 contendership week. We do not have a #1 contender currently for Yukiko Kitagawa's Valkyrie Division Championship, and you've got to believe that whatever happens later tonight in her match, non-title match with Kaz Octet, will help to determine what we see at Slamuary this Saturday.
And then next up, though, we got a great match. I don't know if you've looked at it yet. It's the FSCW Showdown. We have Cole Marinette, the Canadian Bulldog. I think one of the most electrifying wrestlers we've seen this year, coming up to the MMWF versus Eddie Blackwell.
That match proves to be one of the bigger ones of the night. I'm certain that the FSCW scouts are going to be watching that as well. As Kelly celebrates in the ring her victory, again, we got to wonder what the title picture is for the Valkyrie division. Obviously, we're looking for some chat reaction on Kelly's win as well, so if we get some of that, we'll feature that from the social media.
I mean, it just blows the division wide open. Once again, we've been talking about how stacked of a division it is currently. This just proves how stacked of a division it is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Is it my eyes when you look at me? They are so gorgeous, they'll set you free. Could it be my walk or just my stare?
Well, we've got somebody special up in the social media lounge now. We're going to cut up to reckon Whitney Wilson, who is in the social media lounge. Whitney, got some chat reaction for us.
Thunderdraft says Lucha had a bad case of too strong for too long. I hate to say.
You know, Whitney, you got to watch that match from the social media lounge. What are your opinions on these two fellow Valkyrie division members?
They're both extremely strong competitors. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just coming back from a long trip. I'm a little out of it right now.
Yeah, I believe that you were on the MMWF house show tour down in the Carolinas, if I'm correct.
Yes, absolutely, I was. We're gonna go ahead and go back to Evan.
No, we're not. You're staying in the booth for like 5 minutes.
All right, I'm in the booth.
Well, you know, you're in the social media lounge. It's fine. You can.
It's all your booth.
So, Eddie, you're going to get to at least watch the first part of this match with us here on MMWF. And, Whitney, we were talking about the Valkyrie Division Championship, how there really isn't a #1 contender as of right now.
Right.
You you aren't featured on tonight's show, except in the social media lounge. You weren't in any matches. You got to feel like you were a little bit snubbed if we're talking about the possibility of #1 contendership.
Yeah, of course. I know that I lost my last match, but to be honest with you, it just seems like I'm getting a slap in the face after all of the time and effort that I've put into this federation. It's just crazy to me that they can't add me into a roster. I mean, even if I'm not top contender.
Well, as we get ready to get started here, thank you very much for your thoughts, Whitney, and we'll be checking back in with you. Of course, you're probably going to help out with this the first part of this match, this FSCW showdown between Eddie Blackwell and Cole Morentet. Of course, Eddie, the hardcore superstar from FSCW, one of the most dangerous people in the Fed, versus Cole Morentet, also dangerous, but one of the most consistent professional wrestling talents to come out of that Fed.
Yeah, so if you're asking me who I have Cole Morentet, partially because I'm one of the only people that can actually say his name correctly, and partially because I think he's a fantastic athlete.
Of course, you were in the FSCW yourself for a little bit, so you got to meet both of these guys backstage. Do you have any impressions of them?
I mean, they're both good guys. They're both strong competitors. I think that, you know, since Morentet's a little bit newer, he has a little bit to learn still, but... I'm sorry, he's not newer. I don't even know.
Eddie ain't a good guy.
I don't know.
Eddie likes to hurt people with a sledgehammer.
Eddie Blackwell coming to the ring with his bag of tricks. Of course, he's not going to be able to use them in this match. This is a regular old match. Whitney, thank you for your input. We'll cut back to the social media lounge later tonight, of course, for any social media and chat reaction.
Definitely Eddie coming out, dragging that bag. And I got to ask yourself, why do you drag a bag you can't use?
He didn't even get to use it in that 8-man TLC match at Edge of Midnight.
You know, and Morentet, right?
Morentet.
Definitely, you know what? That's my pick here. The guy is a phenomenal wrestler to watch. He's consistently good. Eddie to me is just more FSCW drift. You know what I mean?
Here's the problem, though. Eddie has beaten Cole several times in the FSCW. Eddie definitely has a winning record in this rivalry.
Has he have a winning record in the MMWF?
That's true. That's true. The MMWF stage.
That's all that matters to me. FSCW, you know, you could be the best amateur on the earth, but when you come to the Olympics, you might not be the best in the world. And that's what we have here. Some of the best in the world.
Eddie Blackwell, of course, his last victory was December 4th, so he hasn't had a victory in over a month. Beat Will Whiteside in another FSCW-style showdown. Cole Morentet, of course, was featured at Edge of Midnight as well. He had a one-on-one match with Brady Pope. Got the win there. So, you're talking about a guy who's even won more recently than Eddie, but these guys are very, very close in power rating. So there's a lot on the line for both of these superstars.
No, yeah, that's the thing is I'm not saying count out Eddie. I'm just saying Cole has made a much bigger splash moving to the main stage. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Eddie is not used to arenas his size.
Maybe Eddie's not used to these regular matches, but he's starting off explosively with a belly-to-belly suplex there.
Maybe Eddie's hearing me and getting mad about it.
Here's the thing with the MMWF, though, is that Eddie excelled in those matches with Cole because they were the Detroit-style street fight, the trademark match of the FSCW. Falls count anywhere. 2 out of 3 falls. Knockouts count. Extreme rules. None of that applies here. First fall, there is DQ, and you gotta keep it in the ring.
Hey, so he excels at being a thug, not being a wrestler. That's what he's telling me.
Cole Morentet excels in this environment where he can actually wrestle professionally. So it's kind of like you said, Cole has an edge. Eddie Blackwell eating a vertical suplex. He's got to come back with that early, that explosive offense we saw in the first part of the match.
Yeah, he's definitely got to put some damage on here, and I think he's in a good place. He's starting to string together moves. He's just got to keep that up.
As now Eddie going for an early pin here.
He can withstand a lot more punishment, I can promise you that.
Eddie Blackwell, a very tough guy, trained with Freak Show Sean Woolley early in his career for making the jump to Ohio Valley Wrestling, then came back to FSCW, won a Royal Rumble.
A distinguished member of the Clown Squad.
Yeah, as you can see. Oh man, and an elbow to the face from the second rope, and a nice range from Eddie, and I wonder how much of that comes from his height.
Yeah, definitely something to look out for here. Is Eddie is putting out the damage, and that's the thing is Eddie's stringing together moves, but Cole is not at this point. Cole definitely needs to start seeing what he can do to start stringing offense together here.
He slams him down with authority.
And I think Cole's in a good position here. He's got a couple moves together here now.
Eddie Blackwell, dazed. He's an European uppercut there. Kick to the midsection. Now here, there, just like you said, Cole is stringing together some offense. Has Eddie up on the shoulders. Oh no, Eddie's about to eat some turnbuckle. And the strength of Cole Morentet. Also the frustration as he kicks the ropes. He knows that he's fought this guy before, and he knows that he's had trouble with Eddie Blackwell.
Strength of a moose.
He clearly did his homework heading into tonight.
And now Eddie's starting to string his together, which Eddie's done it far more easily than Cole has in this matchup.
Eddie once again going to that second rope. Taylor Tyrod moving out of the way. The crowd letting Eddie know their opinion. Another elbow to the face. Cole Morentet now taking some offense from Eddie Blackwell.
If he's not careful, this can snowball out of control for him in a hurry. No, there's the reversal.
Cole firing back with a fist right there, chaining it together with a huge suspended suplex.
Big strength again from Cole Morentet. That's something that Cole does have on Eddie. It feels like Cole has more upper body strength. I've seen the tail of the tape. Cole's bench press is better than Eddie's by 50 pounds.
He stopped drinking the Faygo.
Blackwell starting to show signs of fatigue. I'd say he's starting to feel the pressure a bit.
He's really starting to look fatigued here, guys. And when that happens, your whole body starts to give out on you. He's going to need to be careful here.
Well, it's been pretty even up to now, which surprises me a bit. Normally somebody has to see.
And what an attack on the leg here. Cole trying to take away what Eddie's been using pretty well in this match, using the legs to jump off the middle rope and get really good range.
He's targeting the midsection of the legs. He goes after the arms occasionally, but that's what he's focusing on specifically here. And now wrenching that neck.
Eddie not having any of this, easily breaking out of the neck crank hold there. And now Eddie looks to be going for a big suplex or fireman carry here. Cole works his way out of that.
I mean, it's not just working out. That's a lot of shots right to the side of the head there.
These two guys know each other's playbook. They know how to work a match against each other. The problem is, can Cole survive another match with Eddie? He knows that Eddie's got his number, and even without the hardcore rules, Eddie can beat Cole. It's possible. As he locks in a Boston Crab. It's not going to work against a submission wrestler like Cole Morentet.
Cole knew that reversal 15 minutes before that match. He had that plotted out 15 minutes before that. He even put him in that move. And now he's getting started. Elbow right to the back of the head here.
Cole Morentet with another flipping jawbreaker on Eddie Blackwell here.
And here's the thing is Chad is unanimously going for Cole at this point. We're getting a chance of Morentet and Love Them Tassels.
The Dublin, Ohio crowd also partial to Cole Morentet here as Cole goes for the pin on Eddie. Here's the pin. Tyrod Taylor out of position. Taylor Tyrod had to sprint halfway around the ring to get in a position to count that pin.
If he was in that position, that would have been done.
You've got to feel like Cole feels robbed there. But Eddie getting back up. Belly-to-belly suplex. Very nice.
It's like Cole's starting to get that offense going. Not Cole. Eddie's starting to get that offense going, and Cole's taking a minute to powder outside the ring. Eddie pursues.
And now Eddie's in his environment here. He's outside the ring. He doesn't care about the count out. He'll take a count out victory if he has to.
Well,
and now he's just straight up taunting the crowd who was chanting about the tassel earlier.
This ain't a count out victory. This is a DQ for both at this point. They're both out at the same time.
We are up to a 4 count. Cole with a huge running body splash. And Eddie's head almost bounced off the cement area at the end of that ramp.
Cole needs to get back in this ring and call it a day because or else they're both about to get DQ'd here.
Eddie wants to make this an FSCW style match. Cole wants to put it away right here. Eddie with a reversal. Neckbreaker on the cement.
Oh, God.
Cole going to, is still out. He's
What's
down
the
inside
count?
the ring.
What's the count?
Eddie! He's in the ring. 10. Wait, no, that was a 9. That's 10.
Eddie wins by turning the match into an FSCW street fight.
You know, if you wanted an FSCW showdown, Eddie was going to deliver it to you. What a big win for Eddie Blackwell. Eddie Blackwell. You got to feel like he kind of came in with that game plan.
Get it outside the ring as fast as possible. Do as much damage as you can on the mat.
And this crowd is livid. Eddie winning by count out, beating the count.
Well, I mean, look at him. Look at him. Most other wrestlers would have thrown the other opponent back in the ring to finish in the ring. Eddie taunts him from in the ring. Look at the smile on his face for that victory.
Eddie hit him with the neck breaker on the cement. That's that cement area I just talked about between the ramp and the padding around the ring. Eddie took him right over there, dropped him neck first onto it, gets the win by count out.
Next up, we have the Cruiserweight #1 contendership match. Jason, we have Yopter, the Trickster, versus Rohan, the Rider. What do you think about this one coming up here?
This is one of the hardest matches to call on this entire card because Yopter, he's an extremely defensive, extremely tricky guy, but Rohan seems like it's like he spent the entire offseason watching tape.
You know, he spent that time watching tape, and he spent that time in the conditioning room getting conditioned. You know what I mean? Like, this is a great example of, you know, if you watch football, a player comes out, he's about $150 wet, good skills, but not there. He then spends the time working on it, getting the technical knowledge down, and comes out 100 pounds heavier and able to hit twice as hard. This is Rohan. Rohan he was a joke. He is now not a joke anymore. Yopter, kind of the same thing. Yopter was a joke for a long time. He is the Trickster. But he has come back as showing to be the dominant faction of Raven Banner. I mean, the wins they've secured as a group has not been because of Bjorn like we expected. It's because of Yopter pulling his weight. I think we can call this match the less than expected in 2016, 2017, more than expected 2018 match.
Absolutely. Yopter, I mean, he's in this match for a reason, as is Rohan, but Yopter has seemed more dominant. It's like you said, those tag matches that they've had, the tag victories that they've had, is because Yopter has a game plan that he runs for the Ravens banner. Rohan, he's coming in a match that Bjorn has been banned from ringside, which is, we've got to talk about that a little bit too, the fact that Bjorn, they're keeping him out of the ring to make sure that there's no shenanigans that happen in this #1 contendership match.
That's the thing is it's definitely a team that we've seen a lot of shenanigans from, but here's the thing is most of the shenanigans, I would honestly say, are from camera angle and things like that. We have no definitive proof of any shenanigans besides one match.
Well, of course, Twitch, this is the first Who You Got of the night, and of course, Who You Got brought to you by Twitch. Streaming not just games anymore, we've got music streams and we've got exclusive content only at twitch.tv, the home of the MMWF.
All right, and coming out first, we have, it looks like Rohan, looking like he just left his grandma's basement.
Making his way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, weighing in at 169 pounds, Flyboy.
Rohan, the hometown guy from Columbus. The crowd on their feet. They want to see a hometown win. And we could see Rohan versus Trav Karan at Slamuary this Saturday.
Well, I mean, and then you got to ask yourself, what happens to that Cruiserweight belt if he wins against Taco?
You are absolutely right, Cole. So I
Trav is looking for a win against Taco in our title versus title main event exhibition match. At the same time, though, as the lights go out here, I don't know if Trav Karan is watching this match because Trav doesn't look past opponents, but he's got to be thinking about this match a little bit. Who is he going to face on Saturday night at Slamuary in the home of the JWL, Des Moines, Iowa?
Definitely something he's got to think about here. You know, you can judge either of these fighters and talk about Trav back and forth, but we got to remember, Trav at one point was in the same position as both of these fighters. Not doing very well in their division. And then randomly just got a spark and exploded like a powder keg. And could he be looking at who upsets him right here and right now?
Both of these guys would love to put an end to Trav Karan's 4th cruiserweight reign. And if they did, both of them would get their first cruiserweight championship of their careers.
Definitely a big hurdle to see. And, you know, Yopter's been defeated previously. The biggest roadblock previous to him was Justin Downs. When he first joined this federation, it was Justin Downs that kept him down from that belt. And now he's gotten past it. We've seen him beat Justin Downs in a one-on-one fight.
Tail of the tape here, going off of that, Yopter the Trickster has never been beaten in a one-on-one match in the 2K18 season. He is 2-0 in singles matches. Rohan has 3 victories, but he's also never been beaten in a one-on-one match, but he did lose a triangle match earlier this season. In the TV title... Oh, wait, no, he did not lose a triangle match. I apologize. He lost in the 8-man TLC match earlier this season, in addition to a fatal 4-way.
So we have 2 people that are undefeated in singles matches.
One-on-one, yeah.
One of them's going to go out tonight as a victor, and one as a defeated.
Rohan has 3 singles division victories. Yopter has 2. Yopter's last singles victory came against Hotkeys on New Year's Day. Rohan defeated Party Boy for the TV title at a very special holiday, Tuesday Night Encounters. As Rohan is staying in the ring for Yopter's entrance, clearly not intimidated.
Literally standing inches away from him.
Rohan, did he just...
He's walking around him.
He just, come on.
Rohan's like, come on, get on with it, bro.
Walking right up to him. Rohan is not intimidated.
And obviously, Yopter isn't either. Let's be honest.
Yopter not ready to be interrupted. All right. Rohan is continuing to not be intimidated. Yopter getting ready to go. And I think that Yopter is now playing with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder after that interruption on his entrance. And I never thought I would say this, but it looks like Yopter's got a bit of a size advantage. And he's using that size to kick Rohan right square in the head.
Yopter actually isn't that small of a guy. The thing is, we always see him next to Bjorn.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean? Yopter's almost 6 foot. So that's the thing is and
more showboating. I guess he feels like he didn't get enough showboating during his entrance because of what Rohan was doing. And Rohan went right for the shin.
Yopter responding by kicking him right in the back with that one and then dropping him on his head.
You brought up Bjorn Ironside again. Bjorn banned from ringside for this match. Rohan
picking him up, going to tie him up and throw him into the ropes. Yopter into the ropes.
Drop toe hold there by Rohan. Looking to follow it up by walking all over Yopter's back.
He's showing absolutely no pity now, guys.
What a face buster there. And Rohan now going to work on Yopter and showing just why he was not intimidated. Up to the top rope. Taylor Tyrod getting out of the way. The Flyboy. What could he have up his
Going to
sleeve
get
here?
some air.
He misses
And he misses cleanly.
The Trickster. Oh! Shouting him out. This is exactly the style of match we expected from both of these superstars. And now Yupter banging Rohan's head into the mat. A little bit of trick from Rohan on defense there.
Yopter was going for something, but Rohan with a key reversal there.
I almost feel like he almost still took a standing cutter from Yupter there. Rohan was able to do something as he again walks along Yupter's back. And now Rohan taunting Yupter. We know how much backstabs are a key part of Yupter's moveset, as the pin here only gets one.
We definitely have a pair of performers in the ring here.
That's absolutely the case.
Yopter kind of wandering around here, going for the second rope.
Winding something up here. A big punch to the head from the second rope, and look at the rotation as he rotated 90 degrees in mid-air.
Looks like Rohan got a reversal, then went to go for something, but Yopter reversed right back here. Yopter bringing him to his feet. Yopter taking him to the rope. Oh!
Right across the throat of Rohan. 2 5-letter cruiserweights.
He's moving like a man possessed.
And now locking in a very nice submission hold there, but Rohan able to move out of it. These two are really lighting each other up here, Robin.
Oh, I mean, this is definitely a barn burner of a match here. A lot of back and forth. You both are streaming offense together and then responding to it almost instantly. Oh, huge gut buster there by Yopter. And that occasional reversals tilting the momentum.
Yopter now starting to string some stuff together here. Rohan's got to work his way out of this neck crank or he's going to lose by submission. Both of these guys looking to book their ticket to their first cruiserweight title match of the season. They've both been in title matches this season as Yopter continues to show off.
He's just sashaying that skirt there, Jason.
He's showing off when it's appropriate to, but Rohan was able to get a little bit of breath back. Nice arm yank there, and now Yopter is in a corner. Oh my goodness, a facebuster into the second rope.
Rohan's applying offense right back. It's, like I said, this is both guys are stringing offense together here, and then a random reversal from the other allows the other one to string their offense. And Rohan's popping up here.
Rohan starting to come back off the second rope and into Yopter. What a bulldog there. Rohan starting to come back here. Could get the victory off of that. As Yopter into the corner again. You know, Rohan using the turnbuckles, keeping Yopter cornered. That's not a bad idea as he goes for the sliced bread. 1, 2.
Just for a 2.
Not even 2.5. Yopter able to kick out very nicely. Rohan's
calling for something else there.
He wants the Salida del Sol. Connects! The Salida del Sol! 1, 2. Ooh, another 2, but that one was definitely 2.5.
That was definitely a deep count there.
And I think he went for another Salida del Sol. Got tossed by Yopter.
Yopter's now, I think Yopter, you know, it's now a question who's got the biggest gas in the tank at this point. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And if Yopter can hit the last laugh, which has put away so many people this year.
Yopter's starting to taunt in the corner. What do we think is coming out of this one?
I think that he's getting ready for that last laugh. As he picks Rohan up off the mat. The punch blocked. And a big wind-up punch from Rohan. Yopter, now we talked about who has more gas in the tank. Yopter was starting to seem gas, but he threw off another attempt at the Salida del Sol. And oh, that was definitely an attempt at the last laugh and got nothing. Both of them reversed. 1,
Just a 1 count. Rohan definitely, you know, throwing. Basically, there's a fire there that Rohan's built, and he's throwing gasoline on it at this point. It's getting bigger and bigger. Can Yopter survive now is the question, because Rohan's dominant at this point.
Fast-paced cruiserweight defense. Both of these guys reversing out of finisher attempts. As now Yopter taking down Rohan, and now Yopter's got his own opportunity. He goes right for the pin. 1, 2. Only gets a 2 count after the dragon screw takedown.
Definitely Yopter's got to perform something else here to get this taken care of.
Yopter looks to be going to perform right now on the second rope. Jumping punch, and he's busted open. Rohan is bleeding.
Yopter's bringing blood into. There's blood in the water.
That punch right to the forehead, and now Rohan.
And now Yopter's going after the cut on the forehead with the boot.
Trying to aggravate that wound. That would definitely help to win the match as he's whipping Rohan to the mat here.
And once again, going back to that neck.
This guy's a machine.
Continuing to attack the head and neck, and you got to feel like he's digging the fingers into that scratch on Rohan's head. Of course.
Yopter's just that type of guy. That's the type of thing he would do. Rohan breaking out with a pair of fists here.
And now Yopter's busted.
Jeez. Busted, back and forth busting going on here.
Blood, sweat, and tears going into this match. You've got to feel like, however, they don't want to exhaust themselves before Saturday night. No matter who wins, they want to go into that match with Trav Karan at 100%.
That's a really interesting reversal there by Yopter. Yopter then going grabbing for a belly-to-belly.
Rohan staying down after the belly-to-belly. Yopter. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I think Yopter might be tuning up that Viking orchestra. Oh, the sweet shit music's blocked. What a defensive match between these two cruiserweights. Rohan putting Yopter into another corner. Could be going for the sliced bread again. Sliced bread connects for a ticket to Des Moines. 1, 2, 3. Rohan wins.
Rohan definitely pulling off a lot of stops there to pull that one out.
A very good match, and both of these superstars have something to be proud of tonight.
Definitely do. I'll be right back to smoke a cigarette.
Rohan getting the victory and gonna compete for the Cruiserweight Championship in Des Moines, Iowa against Trav Karan at Slamuary. As Rohan celebrates his match victory here, and there's the sliced bread that won it. As Rohan celebrates his victory, we speak of the devil, and the devil shouts up here. Trav Karan is back in the social media lounge with some reaction. Well, hello everybody. Obviously that's a great match, and obviously I can't wait to beat the shit out of Rohan next week in Des Moines, Iowa, the birthplace of the JWL. Rohan is not going to be able to survive, but I tell you what does survive. Obviously, chat reaction. Everybody pretty pleased with the result of that match. Rohan definitely seemed to be the fan favorite, and you know that's great. Hometown guy. Again, cannot wait to just absolutely murder him in Des Moines, Iowa. Well, social media reaction, of course, Bjorn saying that that was shenanigans. If he was there, that this match would be different. Well, you know, maybe don't engage in shenanigans the previous broadcast, and you won't get banned from ringside. But hopefully we won't see any shenanigans in our main event tonight, featuring yours truly, because you know, don't forget, Taco, you're still on probation, so we'll see how tonight's main event goes. That title versus title exhibition match. Back to you, Jason Manhattan. Thank you, Trav, as we get ready for our next match on the card.
Next one up is going to be David Boston versus Gio Cavalcante.
Boston, of course, making his match debut not at the. He was in the Royal Rumble, but he was also in that 8-man TLC. He was the mystery competitor. Now in his one-on-one match debut for the 2K18 season. And I gotta tell you, Gio, after that hard loss in the Interstate title match, he's got to be watching his back in this one.
He's definitely got to be an angry wrestler at this point.
At the same time, though, you can't come into a match with Boston angry. You've got to be focused and ready to beat the innovator of violence.
You know, and Gio is, that's the thing is he's the innovator of violence. Gio is a trained killing machine. He trains killing machines.
That's true.
You know?
That is absolutely true.
How many confirmed kills does David Boston have? I guarantee you Gio has trained more or has more. Was that a yay or a nay on cranberry vodka, so.
As Gio, we get ready for this match between Gio and Boston. Of course, Trav Karan having some strong words for Taco Loco and Rohan in the social media lounge. Trav seems to think he's going to win tonight, and then he's going to move on to Des Moines, Iowa, and win at Slamuary. What are your thoughts, Evan?
You know, that's the thing is Trav Karan has a proven track record to allow him to have strong words. You know what I mean? Plain and simple, it's in his DNA. He's a winner, and he can claim whatever he wants to because he has a track record to prove it. Taco, this is what, Taco's second title reign overall? Third, maybe?
Taco, well, no.
No, first championship. I know that one, but I think he's held titles before.
Yes, he held the TV title a few times. So Taco Loco, actually, I'm looking at the tape now. He has one World Championship reign, but in addition, he's got 3 TV title reigns.
I mean, it's TV title, so those things change hands. Those things change hands like a dollar bill.
Well, as Gio comes out,
dollar bill at a strip club, actually.
As hasn't this season, and that's actually one of the reasons that Cameron Lee has challenged Taco Loco for the World Championship.
This season is an aberration, though, when it comes to TV title. It's only changed hands once. No, twice. Vacated. Cameron got it. Cameron lost it. Cameron won.
As we bring Gio out to the ring, let's talk about the wrestlers in this match. Gio Cavalcante, 2-2 on the season. Of course, that heartbreaking Interstate Championship loss in his hometown, but he does have a win over Pariah. That's his last win, was at a very special Tuesday Night Encounters.
And that, let's be honest, that Pariah match, that was, okay, the Interstate match against Ned, that was a fucking bloodbath. Ned just destroyed it. Pariah versus Gio was not that. It was a bloodbath because they both bloodied the shit out of each other. Boston is an entirely different beast coming into this match.
Yeah, speaking of violent bloodbath, here comes David Boston.
Yeah, exactly. This is definitely something that will be interesting to watch and to see. Because that's the thing is Boston is, you know, like I said, Gio's a Marine Corps Master Sergeant. David Boston just likes beating the shit out of people. We have trained violence, restrained violence, versus unleashed violence. Which one's going to win? And I can't call it. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, Boston technically enters this match with a losing record on the season, but he's only been in a 30-man Royal Rumble and an 8-man TLC, where it seemed like he was more interested in beating up everybody than winning the TV title.
Exactly. He definitely came in with a bloody mindset.
As Gio going up to the second rope and applying a rope-assisted armbar, that is definitely not a legal move, and he has to let go after a 4 count. Taylor Tyrod is going to be keeping a close eye on Gio.
You got to keep, and not just Gio, Boston as well. Gio just unleashed the floodgates here. That was a huge, what was that?
That was a nice little kick there to the head. Boston went running in there to try and knock Gio off the ring apron, and I'm willing to bet that a guy as big as Boston could have knocked Gio clear into our announce table.
With Rutgers joining the Big Ten, Gio is playing Big Ten style defense here. keeping the match at a slow pace. He is particularly targeting limbs and going for holds here.
Don't go starting to imply that this New York City native that a New Jersey school like Rutgers is comparative to him. He'll get mad.
Yes, because they're massively great.
Oh, the drop kick misses.
Syracuse.
Boston now has Gio up on his ropes, but Gio using his strength to work out. And now the question becomes, you know, we talked about how violent and how unpredictable Boston is. Does he have a little bit of ring rust? Because we really have not seen him wrestle a full match.
That's the thing is here's what we're seeing here from Gio. Gio is specifically, he is doing targeted airstrikes on specific portions of Boston's body. This is a calculated beating right here.
The last time that we saw Boston in a full one-on-one match was March 15th of the 2K17 season. So we're talking about almost a full year. He didn't really wrestle in the offseason.
I don't see our, you know, bookers booking somebody that doesn't have any conditioning in between. You know what I mean though? But if you watch how Gio is wrestling, every move is designed to keep Boston in a position where he can't use that full offense, which now we're seeing broken here. And that's the question is once you get the beast unleashed, how do you even put it back in the cage?
What a haymaker punch there by Boston. Takes down Gio, and Gio stayed grounded for a long time.
He's simply reminding him that he's here.
Exactly what I'm saying. The beast got broken free from the cage that Gio was trying to keep him in. What's going to happen now?
You know, I had some concerns about ring rust. Maybe they were unfounded, but now Boston finds himself in the northwest turnbuckle.
Gio's playing from a playbook, and Boston broke free, but Gio's returning right to that playbook.
And once again, he's got to be careful not to get disqualified. That is not a legal move. Even with no rope break in the MMWF, that arm-hung rope breaker is not legal due to the injury risk it presents.
Up on the shoulders here.
And there's no easy landing spot when it comes to a fireman's carry.
And yeah, I know, as Gio goes for the pin here, you know, I know that professional wrestling is a sport of injury, but we're talking nerve injury, permanent injury.
Definitely, that's something we got to watch out for. But that's the thing is if you watch, Gio was using calculated offensive moves to try to keep this game at his pace.
A spinning elbow from Boston grounds Gio again, but there's only a 1 count.
I can promise you that.
Boston has to catch his breath. Gio also catching his breath, and Boston's going to get up first. Gio up on the shoulders. Up on the shoulders of violence.
The violent shoulders. Gio once again providing a level of pain and offense here. Not Gio. Boston, sorry.
Do we have any word from the social media lounge on this match?
Social media is behind Boston in this match.
But Gio with a big head scissor there. Unexpected move from the Marine there as he goes for the pin. 1, 2.
Barely a 2.
A very, very shallow 2 if it was 1.
Yeah, that was closer to a 1.998.
Gio dragging Boston over to the center of the ring. And another flip. That was
him right in the ropes.
That took some strength to lift him like that.
Hey, the strongest muscle group in the body is the legs. Boston with a huge arm back with a belly to belly, slamming Gio onto the mat there. Boston is now saying, "I am Kong" in the middle of the ring there.
That
what is he?
Beast that you were talking about, that beastly spirit that he has.
Are we gonna see shades of Eddie and Cole over here in this match?
3 count. Boston trying to get Gio back up. He wants to finish this in the ring, but he's not gonna help Gio get back there. Gio's got to earn it. Gio gets back in the ring, but Boston's got the high ground. Oh, but Gio catches him off guard. Gio saw Boston was going for another haymaker punch and struck high to block it.
Once again, Gio is focusing on those arms there.
And now those two rope-assisted arm locks are coming into play if he starts to apply these submission holds like this, but trying to switch it to a hammer lock, and Boston was able to get out. There's a spear for Boston. The pin after the spear. 1, 2, 3.
Boston.
Gio was not prepared.
You know what? I'm not calling it a spear anymore. That's the Boar's charge. That he came out of him, tusks front, gored the shit out of him, is what we saw right there. Gio was not losing that match until he got hit with that move. And then he lost that match in one move.
Gio did so much to keep this match to his game plan. He had everything sorted out. Then he got knocked out of the ring, came back in on the 6 count, and it didn't really seem like he wrestled the same after going outside the ring.
Yeah, like I said, man, that's not a spear anymore to me. That's the Boar's tusk.
Gio with a shallow 2 there.
Look at this right here. Just fucking gorged the shit out of him. Right in the middle.
Boston hit him with, it almost looks like 300 plus pounds of pure violence.
Jason, you ever see a board charge?
I have.
Yeah, that's exactly what that shit looks like, is what we just saw.
Well, this is a match that everybody's been looking forward to in the MMWF Facebook. This is a challenge that was made by Kaz, and to Jill's chagrin, Kaz is getting a match. It is a non-title match against Yukiko Kitagawa.
Jill's lost her last 2 matches to Yukiko.
Well, can you imagine what happens if Kaz wins this match?
Tells me Kaz is a better wrestler than Jill.
And how do you think Jill's going to feel about that? That's why it's to her chagrin. And this, of course, presents another opportunity for a Who You Got, brought to you by Twitch. We really want to know chat reaction to this match. And Evan, I'd like your analysis. Who you got? Kaz versus the undefeated Valkyrie Division champion, Yukiko Kitagawa.
Team Meteor. Honestly, who I got here is very simple. I have no idea how Yukiko got to where she is. I want Kaz to win.
I don't think anybody else knows, really, how Yukiko got to where she is, but she is where she is now. She has that Valkyrie Division Championship around her waist.
And, so, wow, Chad has started a chant of Kaz is going to kill you.
You know, I'm honestly flabbergasted. I'm picking Yukiko Kitagawa because it doesn't really seem like anybody's been able to stop her. Nobody has an answer for Yukiko Kitagawa. She is currently ranked, she's the top Valkyrie in power rating. She's actually the #1 person on the power rating list with 6 singles wins, 2 title match wins.
She keeps fighting Jill in one-on-ones.
That is true that her victories have come over matches with Jill involved in them.
In one-on-ones.
At the same time, though, I know that people keep saying she can't keep getting away with it, but this could be the match where she does it. This could be the match where she goes to 7-0 on the 2K18 season. I'm picking Yukiko Kitagawa in this match. Chat, of course, we're continuing. We're actually hearing the glorious chant now as Kaz, you see the scissor jack, we see it here, is going up, getting ready for Kaz's entrance. Kaz, Octet. And you got to feel, we talked about the Valkyrie division situation earlier. Kelly got that win. She feels like she's got a chance. Oh, no, wait, that was Luter. Wait, yes, Kelly won that match.
Yeah.
So, Whitney says that she feels like she has an in on it. Kaz, if Kaz pins Yukiko in this one-on-one match and ends the streak at 6 matches, Kaz is going to have the resume for it. Just based on that one match.
Definitely can. Well, Yukiko holds the belt, right? Is this a belt title shit? Is this a title match?
No, this is a non-title match as decreed by Koichi Orimura. This is a non-title match.
I mean, you beat the champ. I think you need to be in the title, in the race for the champ. You know what I mean? Nobody else has beaten her. I mean, it's just basic mathematics.
Right, obviously. Kaz does have a decent resume. She does have...
Who cares about resume? You beat the champ. Let's stop mincing words. You beat the champ. There's no title involved, but you beat the champ. I think that means a rematch needs to happen with the belt on the line. If it doesn't, you're hiding behind bullshit.
Kaz has the 2 singles victories on the season and a time limit draw, last beating Whitney on New Year's Day on Monday Night Versus. Kaz's last loss, she has not lost in almost a full calendar month. Her last loss was December 18th in a fatal 4-way match. So we're talking about, obviously Yukiko's got her undefeated streak, but Kaz herself has had a very good month, a very good couple weeks of wrestling.
Just how lucky we were to watch them compete. That's how talented they are.
And you can hear this Columbus crowd in their glorious chant, Evan. They are clearly on her side.
They're clearly backing her up.
You almost got to feel like it's going to make it a very hostile environment for Yukiko Kitagawa.
It definitely is going to make it a hostile environment.
Well, here she comes. Valkyrie Division Champion. Six and 0. Champion of the Fed. Has a cage match win over Jill. Has actually 2 cage match wins over Jill.
Gotta ask yourself about Jill's ratings. I mean, and they were close. I mean, I watched them. You know what I mean?
Yukiko seemed to know how to work Jill. Now let's see if she knows how to work Kaz. You brought this up yourself, Evan. Most of Yukiko's victories were matches involving Jill Marie.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing there. We'll definitely see what happens. As I said, I'm voting for Kaz in this match.
If Yukiko loses this match, there will be only 2 undefeateds left in the Federation, and one of them is the Interstate Champion, Ned, who is in Kaz's corner. Well, he's not here physically, but he's part of Taco Truck. And Kaz starts off with a big bulldog, slamming Yukiko Kitagawa into the mat.
And I think this is a mistake right here. Kaz spent more time looking at Yukiko than doing anything.
Slammed into the ropes.
Or is Kaz doing a measured assault here on Yukiko?
Oh my goodness, and a crucifix. Kaz is going after the head of Yukiko Kitagawa. Kaz seems, you said the word measured. It seems like Kaz had more ready for this match. She's not coming in and with emotion. She's not coming in powered by anger. She's coming in to make a statement. And she's It feels like she spent time in the film room, but she takes a kick to the face.
Definitely Yukiko is firing back on all cylinders here.
Yukiko waiting for Kaz to get up. Wait a minute! The foot fetish from out of nowhere already in this match. 1, 2, 2.5. Yukiko Kitagawa exploding with a foot fetish out of nowhere. Kaz Octet has definitely got to be dazed after taking the finishing move. Oh, and a big flapjack. If Yukiko wins here, moves to 7-0, and gets the singles victory over Kaz Octet, is she going? Like, you have to think she's not the next big thing. She's the big thing for the MMWF.
Oh, definitely is.
Oh my goodness, but a backstabber there! The running backstabber. Yukiko staying down. Taylor Tyron in position 1. And again, ref out of position.
I think Taylor Tyron needs a vacation.
You would think the week off would be enough.
Well, maybe.
Kaz rolling Yukiko over, and now we're going to start seeing these submission holds that Kaz is famous for.
This is Kaz's ring right here. Is that submission moveset?
Yukiko's going to have to try to use her mouth to break off the ropes, and she manages to get out of that Romero special there.
And she's up and running while Kaz takes a minute to get
Oh,
up.
and a chick kick from Yukiko. Wait a minute. Yukiko staring down Kaz yet again. Could be going for another foot fetish again. Kaz is down. 1, 2. Yukiko knows that that's put away Jill Marie so many times, just 2 foot fetishes. Now she's going to the second rope. Cross body.
And he hits fully on that one. There's no partial hits there. She's once again focusing on the arms and doing serious damage there. Maybe trying to prevent the Venus flytrap.
It's possible as Kaz finally gets a defensive move in and Yukiko gets slammed to the mat. And now you can feel Kaz's frustration as she locks in another submission move. Yukiko getting squished together here.
Like an accordion.
It looks to me, guys, like she may have underestimated her opponent here tonight, and now she's paying for it.
This might be where his opponent pulls
Now
away.
Kaz putting Yukiko into the corner, eyeing her down. And all that measurement that Kaz did at the beginning of the match clearly wasn't enough. Yukiko with a kick to the face. Kaz working her way out of the grapple attempt. But Yukiko going to try and toss Kaz out of the ring here.
And she's bringing her back in now.
Oh, a vertical suplex almost onto Taylor Tyron, who moves at the last possible second.
Hey, maybe they'll make him move faster.
1, 2. Oh, only a 1.5 after the vertical suplex. Drop kick hits nothing. And a swat away by Yukiko. Neckbreaker by Kitagawa. Elbow to the face. Jawbreaker.
Yukiko definitely busting out some big moves here to punish Kaz.
Oh man, she's rolling now.
Kaz with another defensive stop, but Yukiko comes right back. Oh my goodness, and a flapjack. The strength of Yukiko Kitagawa. Here's the pin after the flapjack. 1, 2.
Kaz is holding on as hard as she can.
The end may be near, folks. She may have just hit a wall here.
I don't think I've ever seen her absorb.
Kaz Octet having some real trouble. She's got some defense here, but she's got to do something more. She's got to get some offense in.
Attitudes of hers might just be the edge she needs to finish
And
the
that
match.
nipple attack by Yukiko Kitagawa and slamming Kaz into the ropes.
Yukiko positioning Kaz, then drops some elbows to the face here.
Pin after the elbow to the face. 1, 2.
Kaz kicking out there, keeping the fire alive. And big drop kick missed there.
Look at her go.
Once again, Yukiko getting a reversal there. I don't know why Kaz keeps putting it on her shoulder because she reverses it every single time.
Yukiko, she's done so much to reverse pretty much Kaz's entire arsenal. There's the chick kick. Kaz is down. Yukiko looking to finish this off and move to 7-0. Big punch to the face. Back body drop by Yukiko.
Yukiko being proud. Are we going to see the third in the foot fetish series?
It looks like she wants it. Kaz slow to get up. She's got to get the block here, and she's not going to get it. Foot fetish. Number 3. Yukiko Kitagawa with the pin. 1, 2, 3. Yukiko Kitagawa moves to 7-0 on the season. Yukiko, that was cover to cover, a dominant performance by the undefeated Valkyrie Division champion.
Yukiko definitely putting in some pain there on Kaz. Next up is definitely a match that'll be very interesting. Is Pariah versus Freak Show. Sean Woolley. Jason, what do you think about this one we got coming up here?
That's a win you remember for a long time.
This, we haven't really seen a lot out of Sean Woolley this season. And what we have seen from Sean Woolley, he's got a win, he's got a loss, but he hasn't been in very many matches. A match like this, going for the Interstate Championship is kind of a step down for him, but maybe he needs a step back to refocus.
Definitely something he probably needs. He was fighting with Taco Loco, cashing in. Well, it's questionable if he could cash in, but he cashed in for that rematch and, lost to his good friend, who has kind of become an enemy almost at this point.
Losing in that steel cage match has gotta. For Freak Show, he's got to start readjusting how he looks at these matches.
And then we look at Pariah. Pariah has what? The victory over Anthony Falcone. He's got the loss to Gio. And then what else does he have? I mean, we're not going to count Rumble. Rumble.
We're going to get to the tail of the tape in just a moment. Right now, we've got to get some chat reaction about that last match. So, Twitch chat, those of you watching us here live on Twitch, definitely give us your reactions to that last Valkyrie Division matchup. Yukiko Kitagawa moving to 7-0 on the season. Pariah versus Freak Show, loading here, getting ready for the next match on this 5th episode of Monday Night Versus. Again, thanks all for tuning in on this cold, snowy night in January here in Columbus, Ohio, as we get ready to move on to Des Moines, Iowa for Slamuary in the Wells Fargo Arena. Pariah coming out to the ring next.
Scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, weighing in at 251 pounds, the Wanderer.
For the second straight pay-per-view cycle, Pariah finds himself in position to win the #1 contendership for the interstate title. He put on an all-time classic match with Gio Cavalcante at the Tuesday Night Encounters. He took the loss, but he looked amazing in that match, Evan.
Definitely did. I mean, both of them went away bloody early. Gio just able to have a little more gas in the tank and finish it out.
Now, the question is, if Gio had more gas than Pariah, what is Freak Show Sean Woolley going to be able to do?
Who knows? That's the thing is I think this match is going to, who knows what we're going to see here tonight. Freak Show, we haven't seen a whole lot of him this year.
You're right. We talked about that for a little bit. But, losing that cage match to Taco Loco for the world title, again, maybe he does need a readjustment. He needs to reassess how he approaches professional wrestling in the MMWF. He's one of the top guys in the Fed. He has been for a long time.
He was. He's now fighting for a lesser belt. He's not in the championship race, the world championship race. I think he's got a losing percentage right now, right?
If we're talking about his power rating, Freak Show Sean Woolley's power rating, he is ranked 25th. Actually, no, he isn't a tie. No, he loses on tiebreaker. He's in a tie for 25th. He has one single.
Winning or losing?
He has a singles win. He has a singles loss. He also has a tag loss on his record. His singles win was over Brady at Tuesday Night Encounters.
Who Brady also lost to Cole, right?
That's true, and his only singles loss is to Taco in that cage match.
Yeah, definitely, a marquee loss there.
Oh,
coming out immediately with a big slam down and just applying damage to Pariah left and right here.
Settle in, guys. This is going to be a blast to watch.
Columbus, Ohio has been waiting for this match for a long
Freak
time.
Show Sean Woolley
Here it is.
taunting, and the crowd still behind him after everything he's done. He's done a lot to be hated. He doesn't really care about the fans, but these fans, they love watching a Freak Show Sean Woolley match because he is a master of the art.
Yep.
Here's the gut-wrench suplex. Never saw it coming.
Freak Show Sean Woolley. Pariah manages to reverse out and club him over the back of the head. And the Exile!
Exile putting him out of the ring. Now this is the chance for him to start stringing together some offense. He's got to do something here because so far... And
and a fireman carry almost into the ring steps.
And a fireman carry into the ring? Like, reverse,
these two are throwing each other around.
And another reverse.
Wow. A defensive match outside the ring, but these two have got to be careful not to get a double count out, as it's up to 6 now.
He wants no part of the outside.
Of course, these two have got to understand that they're actually not going to be competing against Ned at Slamuary. Ned is in that the World Championship #1 contendership Elimination Chamber match. That will be the main event of the evening. And we know Ned is in that match, so the winner of this match will be facing him on the Monday Night Versus next week.
And Pariah is staring down Woolley.
And Woolley seems to be sort of relaxed, to be honest. He doesn't seem to have taken that beat down very effectively. As now Freak Show off the ropes. Misses a clothesline, but connects with the second.
Off the top rope, delivering the powerful axe handle.
Elbow to the face. And a DDT!
Pariah planning him there. And Pariah kind of calling him up here. What are we seeing here? Huge knee into a neck breaker.
Pariah, billed from Columbus, Ohio. We don't know really much about him. He says he's on a quest for redemption, but he's dropping the knee, and he's not redeeming anything there with a big miss there.
Yeah, definitely a strategic miss.
Not going to win many matches with that move.
He got a tactical victory with a strategic loss. And once again, he's just taking a beating here from Sean, but with a reversal here, putting Sean on the back of his head.
Wooly is having some real trouble keeping up. Pariah is one of the more surprising people in this Fed. And, oh my goodness.
I would disagree. This has been Sean Wooly's match of beating the living shit out of Pariah the whole time. Pariah occasionally getting reversals and getting one move, and then Sean responding with a chain of offense. Once again, Sean is continuing the chain of offense here.
And Freak Show now calling it out. The crowd divided a little bit more now than they were earlier, as they, I think, realize what's at stake. Freak Show looking to battle Ned for that Interstate Championship next Monday on Monday Night Versus. As now Freak Show climbing to the second rope.
Freak Show calling for a big move here.
That is
connecting solidly.
That is a big guy to go flying like that off the second rope.
It's a lot of weight coming right at you.
Pariah, oh, what a big slam right on the back of his head.
Pariah lifting Sean up, kind of calling to the crowd. Pariah getting to kind of a comeback here. Let's see if it works out for him.
Absolutely needed. Hitting the sling blade there, Evan. And now Pariah dragging Freak Show around. Could be setting up for the BFT.
Looks like it.
Connects! And now Pariah not done after the BFT. And a face buster to follow it up.
It looks like Pariah finally chaining some offense together here. Kind of waiting for Sean to get up here. And he misses the code breaker, and Sean takes advantage.
A big miss on the finishing move that probably would have won Pariah a match. And now a crossface locked in. The crossface. Freak Show's got it locked in. Is Pariah going to tap out? He's going to bust out of the crossface. Oh, Freak Show. Pariah reversing again.
Pariah getting a key reversal there. Oh, jeez. Dropping him at the edge of the ropes there and applying elbow to face.
That half and half neck breaker, Evan, might have actually just got Pariah the momentum swing he needed in this match.
Definitely it's been dominating by Sean, but Pariah looks like he's trying to do everything he can to come back in here.
Pariah has looked like a different guy ever since breaking out of that crippler crossface, a move that has won world championships. Pariah breaking out of it and now looks like a different man. He's got his second wind.
And Sean says no.
He's trying to put an end to that. Shinbreaker by Freak Show. And now a nerve hold applied.
If he suffers much more, he may lose all mobility in that shoulder.
Looks like Freak Show might be going for that nerve hold again. Or no, maybe just picking Pariah up.
He gets him with the overhand punch.
Fist to the face. Pariah fighting his way to his feet here.
Oh, what a headbutt. That's a move we normally see from Freak Show, but Pariah's fighting back.
Oh my God. Pariah is applying multiples here.
He is a man possessed. He does not want to lose 2 straight #1 contendership matches. I think he really wants that Interstate Championship, Evan.
I think he wants to prove himself.
Here's that pin. 1, 2.
Taylor Tyrod once again out of position. I think it's the story of tonight is Taylor Tyrod being out of position.
But still a solid 2 count for Pariah, as now he's continuing to work on the head of Freak Show Sean Woolley. Woolley dragging Pariah over to the ropes. This could not be good for the Exile. And looked like he was going to go for a spine buster, but now Freak Show could be looking to put this match away. Locking him in. Package pile driver. The pin after the package pile driver. 1,
One,
2, throw! It's 2.5.
Pariah holds on. But what does Sean have waiting for him? Because Pariah is still prone. Sean is up and waiting.
Tonight, it's too bad one of these superstars has to walk out of here on the losing end.
Face buster. Could be warming Freak Show up for a code breaker. Neck breaker there. Freak Show dazed.
He's simply reminding him.
And now Pariah tossing him around the ring. And that is a submission hold that he had locked in. And, oh my goodness, whipping Freak Show around, keeping it locked in. Freak Show's going to suffocate if he's not careful.
Oh my God, he's thrown it again!
Pariah's now got him in the center of the ring. Freak Show's got nowhere to go.
And he throws him again!
It's still locked in. Freak Show, finally, Pariah breaks the hold. I think that he finally ran out of upper body strength or lower body strength, whipping him around like that. But one, two, oh, a 2 count. That was some impressive stuff, though, Evan.
Whew. And he locks it in again. Oh, no, he's just going for the head hits.
Oh! Freak Show's busted open. Pariah makes another man bleed.
Blood.
A repeat story of the last Interstate Championship #1 contendership match that Pariah was in, busting open his opponent.
What, make him bleed and not win?
Hopefully that's not what gets repeated here tonight, Evan. But Freak Show seems to have Pariah where he wants him. Here's the pin. A rope-assisted pin. 1, 2. Pariah still breaks free.
And he lands a nice counter.
And breaks free again. Another big face buster, and the already bleeding Freak Show has to leave the ring.
Pariah now has a chance, and that's the thing is we've seen a suicide dive from him in the past, which he chose not to use this time. Tying him up, though.
Wait a minute. That's a submission hold. Outside the ring, but it is a submission hold nonetheless, as Freak Show manages to power his way out of it. Big reversal from Pariah, and now the count out starts to come into play as we get to a 5 count. Freak Show is still down. Pariah in the ring.
6.
Oh,
7.
that's 6. That would be 6. As Freak Show's trying to come to his feet. 7. Pariah can't go back outside. He's already broken the count. It would reset as they get to 8. Freak Show is still on one knee. Is Pariah going to win by countout? Freak Show's got to get back in the ring. There's the 9 count. Freak Show beats the count just barely. But Pariah, you've got to feel, has the momentum in his direction.
These are two guys that reverse just about everything that you're thrown at him.
Freak Show with the pin after the suplex. 1, 2, only a 2 count.
But Pariah is down, and Sean is up and triumphant. What is Sean going to do next? We'll see another nerve hold, or he's picking him up. What are we going to see here?
The punch gets blocked. Pariah with a punch of his own. Freak Show, what a big snapmare. A standing snapmare, and now a neck crank locked in. Pariah. Another big punch and a second. And that can't help. Oh! The code breaker!
He went into a code breaker from the neck.
Pariah! Freak Show is out! Pariah with the pin!
1,
2, 3! Oh! 2.9! Pariah's wondering what he's got to do! Oh, the code breaker I thought for sure had him.
And that was a code breaker out of nowhere there. Uh-oh, he's putting him in some sort of submission here. Oh, no, just slamming his face in the mat.
And that's not going to help Freak Show at all, obviously. He's dazed, he's taking a code breaker, he's bleeding, and now he's getting his face stomped directly into the mat. And Pariah's frustration starts to show here. Pariah down. Freak Show cover. 1, 2. Big kick out from Pariah.
Once again, I mean, it's a tale of the defense here. A reversal into a reversal into a reversal.
And it's going to be honestly, with the way this match has gone, it is very defensive. So I think whoever locks in either the next big move or the next submission move is going to get this win. Pariah getting a submission victory over Freak Show would be a huge win for him. Freak Show will go for the pin. Only a 2 count. Pariah's got to get to his feet.
Sean's going top mid rope, or is he just taunting?
I think he's just calling out to the crowd that he is beating down this Columbus boy. Freak Show, Detroit made. Pariah the pin after the counter. 1, 2.
You can't teach the type of tenacity we're witnessing here. Unreal.
I don't believe it. He refuses to lose.
And Sean quickly getting out of that hold.
I think Pariah was going for that submission hold again that got him a lot of success earlier in the match. And now Pariah putting Freak Show up on the fireman carry position. Off the top rope.
There must be serious injuries.
Freak Show breaking free. Big clothesline. Now Freak Show picking Pariah back up. The punch blocked, and it continues to be a defensive showdown, Evan.
I mean, it's back and forth. That's what we're seeing here. Just kicks. Whoever grabs the person first. Oh, God! Pariah's trying to plant a garden over here.
Freak Show took a hard DDT. There's the pin after the DDT.
1,
2.
Too quick for him there.
Oh, the kick misses.
What a shot.
The elbow does not.
Big strike.
There's another block. The defense is going to win at least a shot at the championship here. That's the story of this match.
We got Big Ten Wrestling up in this bitch.
Absolutely. Big Ten country, Big Ten Wrestling, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And now, stomp to the mat again.
Looks like both these superstars have found that little extra something to keep themselves going here tonight.
Pariah does not like Sean's teeth.
Does Pariah want to get a knockout win here, possibly? What a statement that would be. The man to knock out Freak Show Sean Woolley.
Like that can upset your opponent more than hurt them.
He's got the submission hold locked in again. It's locked in again. Is Freak Show going to tap out? Rolls him over again. It's still locked.
How these superstars are even still in this match is beyond
Now Freak Show in the center of the ring.
even how intense the match has been.
Pariah continuing to whip him around. He's got that locked deep. And now Freak Show finally powers his way out of it. Evan, I expected to see a tap out there.
I mean, this is just insane. The stamina of both of these guys, when they're still like 2 hits from one, reverse into a hits. It's basically, it's completely a back and forth match. You can't, oh!
Dragged across the ropes. The ref yelling at it. Wait a minute.
Oh no! Is Sean knocked out?
Apparently, the ref checked. Freak Show was not knocked out, but there's a face buster, and you got to feel like that the knockout is going to come here.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure. This could be it for him, guys.
Yeah, he's on Dream Street.
Pariah drags Freak Show to the center of the ring, hunting him down, looking for the BFT to win the match. This would be the biggest win of Pariah's career. Look at that huge the connection on the BFT. Got to go for the pin, though, to finish it off, Evan.
Pariah's lifted him up. Are we about to see another code breaker?
Freak Show rolled away, but he's swatting at Ghost.
Oh!
The longer this fight goes on, the more wear and tear on each competitor.
Now Freak Show dragging him over into the corner. Punch blocked. Reversed by Pariah.
Oh!
Breaker!
And it's the code breaker! Pariah could win it right here!
The pin.
1, 2, 3! Pariah finished off Sean. I gotta say, we're really here doing the year. That's a match of the year contender right there.
Absolutely.
That
is what we
slobber
are going to
knocker
be
from start to
talking
finish.
about all year long. What a win for Pariah. Oh my goodness, what a win for Pariah. He's going to face off for the Interstate Championship next week.
You want a refill? I'm filling mine, that's why I'm asking.
Pariah, what a victory. And we are going to take a short commercial break here, folks. We will be right back. Hey everybody, once again it's Travcron here in the social media lounge, and we have breaking news, huge breaking news tonight. Yukiko Kitagawa has been taken to Dublin Methodist Hospital here in Dublin, Ohio, displaying concussion symptoms after her match with Kaz Octet. They are reviewing the tape. They don't believe that it's anything Kaz did. It may have been caused by a bad shot off one of those top rope moves that Yukiko did in that match, but they are investigating. A very huge development, definitely could affect what happens on Saturday night at Slamuary. We are going to continue following this, folks, and we are coming to our last 3 matches of the night. If we have any further updates, we will provide them to you, but unbelievable news as Kaz Octet taking the loss in that match with Yukiko Kitagawa, but Yukiko Kitagawa is now in the MMWF concussion protocol. Of course, chat reaction to that last match as well. People saying that that was one of the best matches of the night, even as the year just starts. What a great match that we just saw between those two wrestlers. And now Pariah is on his way to face Ned next Monday at Monday Night Versus for that Interstate Championship. But of course, we also know that Ned is in the #1 contendership for the World Championship Elimination Chamber match this Saturday at Slamuary, which we are going to learn the other 5 competitors in that. Actually, no, I'm sorry, other 4 competitors in that match. That's the other piece of breaking news. As a condition of his victory over Sarathun recently on Monday Night Versus, Anthony Falcone will also be in the World Championship #1 contender match. We are going to learn the other 4 competitors in that match overnight tonight. So stay tuned to the MMWF Facebook page as we learn who the last 4 competitors in the World Championship Elimination Chamber match are number 1 contendership rather. Taco Loco, of course. We'll have a piece of news on that during our next match, which is this TV title match between Cameron Lee and Kudo Ryu. Thank you for your patience as we got through this commercial break. But back down to the booth. Jason. Thank you very much for that update, Trav Karan. A huge development in the Valkyrie division as Yukiko Kitagawa has been taken to the Dublin Methodist Hospital with concussion symptoms. Of course, we wish her a speedy recovery, and we're hoping for all the best news to come out of that. If we have any further developments from that tonight, we will bring them to you live here.
And you know, this is a match I've been looking forward to all night, is Kudo Ryu versus Cameron Lee. Definitely going to be one of the bigger matches we see here. Cameron Lee is on a tear, Jason. You know what I mean? You know, Sonic and Knuckles showed similar veins when they were in the tag team race. And then Cameron in the past has also popped up into that hardcore race. But he has cemented himself recently here and has held it strong.
The World Championship right now is a very crowded ocean. Taco Loco, of course, holding the top honor in professional wrestling. Cameron issued the challenge for that later tonight, and I have this envelope that I will be opening during Cameron Lee's entrance. As Jojo informs the crowd what's on the line, the TV title. Kudo Ryu, a very successful cruiserweight, member of DEST, and, you know, I've got the tail of the tape here.
And a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
I swear I have it.
You swear. He's got it right there. He's got it queued up.
But guys, is he ready mentally for this huge
He's got to go way deeper in the list than he thought he would have to.
No, there he is. He is a former TV title holder. He's had the TV title once in his career, but also a 2-time cruiserweight champion.
Yeah, if we're going to talk about the cruiserweight champion, he was had an undefeated streak of a ridiculous amount of time in 2K16 and 2K17 season. If I remember, it rolled over, and it was just a ridiculous amount of time. Finally defeated by Trav Karan to begin his title reign.
Kudo Ryu ended the 2K16 season with 13 singles wins, and that was the season that he won the Cruiserweight Championship. He ended the 2K16 season #1 in the entire federation.
Definitely a scary mofo to face in the ring. Cameron Lee, definitely a newer contender here, has got to do something else. And let's look at that tape. What do we have for Cameron Lee here?
Well, as I get Cameron's tape up, I can tell you this. Cameron has made history himself. He is now among the highest decorated TV title champions of all time. He has 4 TV title reigns. Let me tell you who he shares that honor with. Boston Springford.
Definitely an honorable company with just Boston's name being mentioned. Who else is in that ranking?
Only 2 people in the entire federation have held the TV title more than Cameron and Boston. Brandon Harper and Brandon Reidner.
So basically you're telling me, has Boston held a World Heavyweight Championship title?
No, Boston actually is a bit of an anomaly. He is the only person in the Fed to have only held the TV title, and he's held it 4 times. He's the only person with 4 combined title reigns that only ever held the TV title.
So you're basically telling me that the only way for Cameron to get better is to win a championship.
Cameron,
with the championship.
You're talking about esteemed, one of the veterans of the Fed, and the 2 most decorated champions ever. And Boston D. Springford, even though he's not royalty like the Killer Bees are, he is still one of the most constant threats, and we saw that here tonight.
Hey, I like my royalty like Russia likes them, against the wall and getting shot.
Kudo Ryu, on the other hand, he's a former champion himself. 2 cruiserweight championships, 1 TV title reign, Cameron Lee is not looking past Kudo Ryu. Even though he's got that championship, challenge out. As he turns in the TV title, I've opened this envelope and I can tell everyone now. More breaking news. Cameron Lee's title challenge has been made official for Slamuary. We will see Cameron Lee versus Taco Loco for the World Championship at Slamuary in Des Moines, Iowa.
It's gonna be a stellar. That's gonna be a stellar card. So wait a minute, it's Taco
and Kudo Ryu
and Cameron.
Trav Karan. That match later tonight is just an exhibition match.
Oh,
although
Trav ain't facing. Oh, Taco. Oh, okay.
Trav is not facing Taco for the World Championship tonight. It is just the Cruiserweight Champion versus the World Champion. Two of the most accomplished singles wrestlers in the MMWF. That is our main event tonight. Kudo Ryu immediately escaped the ring and is now whipping Cameron's ass outside of it.
Let's briefly talk about.
And of course, as usual, we would love to hear from you guys who you got in this TV title match.
To win a title. No weaknesses there.
Look, I know it's easier said than done, but he just needs to use his ring experience to endure the initial storm to remain the champion.
Cameron, we really didn't have Evan, rather, we didn't really have a chance to talk about who you got in this match, but I think that, personally, I've got to take Cameron.
You gotta take Kudo.
This superstar right here.
Taking Kudo over Cameron here, the Cruiserweight over the heavyweight.
Cameron is an amazing athlete. Cameron has his reign, his most recent reign, and others in the past have not been defined by the level of violence you saw in a Brandon Harper reign, or a Boston reign, or going back in the day, a Vane reign, where you just pulled out.
Oh my goodness! An avalanche fall away slam from Cameron. Sorry to cut you off,
Oh, you're
Evan.
fine. The great equalizer does not come into play in his reigns. This is Kudo's type of match.
Kudo is a ring general, that is for sure. You know, he's got a career singles winning record overall, and now he's going back out to the ring. He's looking to get some more weaponry, but he's not going to get a chance. Cameron has slid out of the ring and stopped him from getting it. Yet again, playing to Cameron's game plan.
He hits the clothesline.
But see, that I mean, that's Cameron's game plan, but I think Kudo's got a stronger grouping in that. But Cameron's got the chair and applying it liberally.
He's changed his game plan, and I wonder, maybe, is he starting to change his game plan because he's trying to intimidate Taco Loco here? Showing that he can change his game when needed depending on the opponent. And he tossed that steel chair halfway up the ramp.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
One.
Front row might lose teeth, right?
Well, of course, we are in overtime tonight officially with our stream starting at 8:30. We are now in overtime, and of course, overtime brought to you by Jim Beam Liquor. All fine whiskey goes through Jim Beam. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and sticking around on this cold, snowy Ohio night.
It goes through me eventually, too.
They got to stop providing us free samples in the announcing
Jesus
booth.
Christ. Kudo going where he's comfortable on the top rope,
goodness.
laying Cameron out.
A big head scissor, and Cameron is down in the center of the ring. Kudo would love to get his third TV title over the the eminent number one contender for the World Championship.
Well, I got to ask yourself, Jason, you opened a letter when number one contendership night is not even done. What if Cameron loses the belt tonight?
Well, then he doesn't have much to worry about. As far as having to vacate that TV title. We now know, of course, a baseball bat from Kudo Ryu.
Shades of Sting up in this bitch. Get away! Get away, you goddamn person.
He's grabbing the shield chair that's beside us over here in the timekeeping area.
And Cameron is still taking a minute to powder there. And, oh!
Nice move by Cameron. Good ring awareness. Watching Kudo come in the ring with that steel chair. And now what's Cameron got in his mind? Getting rolled up is what it is.
Rolled up.
And Tyrod Taylor again. Taylor Tyrod very slow to start that pin again.
I think Taylor Tyrod needs to be replaced by Tyler Tayrod.
Sure. Is Cameron slow to get up? There's a big neck
Special referee, Tay Diggs. It's a video.
Back to his feet here.
Kudo Ryu.
Bad way right now.
What's he got? Oh, no.
The Great Equalizer!
And Cameron goes down, and Kudo, who is very experienced in these hardcore matches, has no problem using the Great Equalizer on
God
Cameron
made
Wayne.
men, but Ace Hardware made them equal.
Cameron is staying down. The ladder has been used to great effect here tonight.
Cameron taking a lot of shots there. And you got to ask yourself, is Kudo missing a beat, not continuing with... Oh, that's going to hurt.
Holding him on the chair. 1, 2.
Taylor smacking that chair with his hand. Maybe he'll take some wrist damage here as well. And we can replace him with Tyrod Taylor.
Well, he's not doing anything. Got knocked out of the playoffs by the Jaguars. As Kudo Ryu. Kudo Ryu up on the second rope here. And what a big drop kick. But Kudo lands on the chair.
Kudo is not even showing the damage from the chair.
I
think that's foam. I'm calling foam.
I think that Kudo... I think that Kudo missed the angle of his shot there. There's 1, 2 count on the rope assisted
Come
pin.
on, ref. You held that for a good 30 seconds.
Kudo with a couple of quick kicks to Cameron and blocking Cameron's strike attempt, and the striker now coming in here, and there's the buzzsaw combination.
Oh, damage is going into Cameron here, and Kudo is just loving it every second of it.
Don't blink. You don't want to miss this.
The title is slipping away here.
He might just be out, guys.
I agree. He hasn't moved.
Kudo Ryu picks Cameron up off the mat, but Cameron gets some offense in with a shoulder tackle there. Kudo is down. Cameron going for the steel chair.
Yeah, he's on Dream Street.
Oh my goodness, and clocks him with it. The unprotected chair shot to the head. And Cameron tosses that one into the second row.
His chances right now. He slams him down with authority.
Nothing Taylor Tyrod can do about the hardcore action there. And now Cameron sets up with a Sonic Spin Dash.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Can Cameron hit the big ending? No! Kudo Ryu with an arm drag. Equalizes the match. Kudo drags Cameron over to the ropes.
These superstars have tried everything. They have something left in their arsenal. They have to, but can they dig down deep enough to find it?
Kudo up and over. Cameron
Great move.
now trying to light things back up. I think he wants to connect with that big ending. He's got him up on the shoulder. Can he connect with the big ending? It does.
Firmly in his corner now.
Kudo's down. Cameron with the pin to defend the TV title. 2, 3.
Oh!
Wins.
Cameron getting a big victory there.
The message has been sent to Taco Loco. Will Taco Loco leave Cameron on red?
Sorry, the social media booth here. We were busy talking about how the Romanovs died in chat. But Cameron was well supported by chat.
Well, Cameron, I'd like to know Twitch chat's reaction to the accepting of the conditions of that World Championship match on Saturday. We're going to see Cameron versus Taco on Saturday night in Des Moines.
I got a question: Is Taco enough of a man to face Cameron in a hardcore match, or is it going to be a traditional match?
I think, honestly, as of right now, that match will be a normal one-on-one match. I think that the discussion about what that match type will have to come from Taco, Koichi, and, well, maybe even our CEO Brandon Reiner could get involved.
Oh, hold on! Taco has shouted out in chat. Taco is in chat talking. Book it hardcore. I'm all for it. I think the players are getting involved in the game making here. You know what, Taco? I'm gonna do this. Trav, what am I wearing right now? I'm wearing a hat, right?
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing?
Hats off.
And I'm tipping it to you, Taco. Fight like the man we know you are. Don't worry, he's not going to go for the ladder unless he can. I think Kudo went for all the weapons in that match except for one, the chair. I never forgot I'm wearing a tat. There's Zeta Blues. I just decided to call it out as somebody else mentioning it. And this is a free trade only, made by women in Angola. Bought it on High Street. Yeah, well, no. Taco. Cam got a chair, hit it, and then threw it in the audience. And then the ladder was pulled out by Kudo. The chair that he grabbed from ringside was grabbed by Kudo. The bat was grabbed by Kudo. Hey, you know what? We never name him Grodd because Grodd's a thinker, not a fighter. Yeah, he got a chair early from under the ring. I think that was the only weapon he grabbed specifically. But we got another, you know what, we can keep talking about this match and who grabbed what for all long as we want. But next up, we got a great match coming in. We have... Go ahead, unleash the mic. We got a new talent debut coming out here tonight. We have, what's his... something black?
Well, hold on,
Lucius?
no.
Wait a minute. Did this guy come from Harry Potter?
No, we don't, because I just actually selected it wrong. Okay, hold on.
Hold on, guys.
Feel free to continue talking about the Romanovs.
Oh, by the way, so, hey, Taco, the Romanovs, they were captured by the communists. They were put in an enclosure. They were forced to work as peasants for a time period, and they were pulled to a basement. Anastasia died here, too. They all died together. In the basement of a cabin. They were all peasants at the time. It was the father, it was the mother, it was the two daughters, and they all were lined up and shot. The problem was the daughters and the mom had taken the royal jewels and sewed them into their clothing so that the communists couldn't get them. So what ended up happening is they started deflecting back. It actually wounded multiple members of the Bolshevik party. It was friggin' hilarious. And then, you know, bullets ricocheting in wrong directions, they started ricocheting into them as well. So it was really, that's what I'm talking about, it's really gruesome. Yeah. So yeah, they were all killed together. Except for the youngest son. The youngest son just died of being inbred as fuck.
Real history hours.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Wow, I really screwed this up.
Hey, you fucked this shit
I did. No, we got technical problems. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna continue with real history chat on MMWF here.
Yeah, he suffered from anemia, and he also suffered from another bloodborne illness, which, if you go back far, that's how Rasputin got involved. And Rasputin was the only one that could settle his pain, which literally, if you look into actually what he was doing, is he was doping the kid up on Poppy. He was drugging the kid out. If you actually look what his combination was, it was mostly 9/10 fucking opium. So he was getting him fucking rah rah Rasputin. Thank you, Taco. Greatest fucking song ever. But no, my point is yeah, like 9/10 of his drug that was helping the kid was fucking opioids. And yeah, the kid's gonna stop crying when he's on opioids because he's fucking dead. He's passed out. But yeah, faith healer, all that bloody thing, big dick, got pickled in a jar. Most drugs nowadays are just coke and heroin. Lidocaine is just a cocaine derivative. Opioids are 9/10 of our painkillers nowadays. The reason I can say this is I don't know if you know this, Maggie, my fiance, she is literally the legal Walter White. She makes drugs. And most of the shit she makes is opioids. So she's literally, and literally we were talking the other day, she's like, yeah, 9/10 of what I make is a heroin derivative. And yeah, so yeah, if you go to CVS and you buy drugs, simply any CVS thing branded, Maggie probably farted in its general direction. Because that girl's gassy. I love her to death, but she's gassy. Mostly because of what I feed her. But yeah, the Romanovs, you know, a great example is when they were talking about the, what were they? The British family couple. I always joked. I was like, I like my royals like the Russians do, against a wall and shot, because that's what ended up happening. Is when they captured them, they didn't shoot them originally. They ended up putting them in a farm and making them work like peasants, because that was the White Russians captured them originally. White Russians were anti-royal, but they were more democratic, and the Bolsheviks, the White Russians were also Mensheviks, that's a whole different discussion. Mensheviks are council ruled, so you'd have a council with a doctor, a farmer, a scientist, yada yada yada. Bolsheviks believed in one man, one rule, or a small council, the Politburo, and they ended up taking power, but the Bolsheviks eventually took control of them. When the Bolsheviks did, that's when they lined him up against the wall and started shooting him. And that's what I'm here. I'm here to learn you some things. Here's a fun one. As a member of Taco Truck and a luchador, you know where the lucha tradition comes from. It actually comes from bullfighting. Originally, what would used to happen back in the day in Spain specifically is people that were not fully trained to be matadors, the people that fought the bulls, would come in with a mask because they didn't want people to know them if they were going to get gored and fucking killed. And some of them started to learn what's called bull jumping from the Greeks, where they would jump the bulls and things like that, which gave a very flippy style to the way they approached bullfighting.
Hey, speaking of flippy style, we're ready to go.
Yeah, but that's how luchador started. We were bullfighting and things like that, people with masks. But guess what? We have a great match coming up. Coming up in this match is...
It's the new talent debut match. Hold on. So we're gonna go ahead and cut things back to the booth with Evan Gillard and Jason Manhattan. Now, not a lot is known about either of these competitors except for a few things about the second one. And we're going to get to this as these superstars come out. We do have an update on Yukiko Kitagawa. She has failed initial concussion testing at Dublin Methodist Hospital. We already know she's going to be held overnight for observation.
We got to treat her like a horse. Got to treat her like a horse. Failed concussion protocol. Bullet in the back of the head.
She didn't break a leg. She just has...
She's human, dude. Her brains matter more.
Are you claiming that she's a zombie now because she has a concussion, Devin?
Fucking zombies.
Fucking zombies.
I just watched Train to Busan. Trust me. It's fucking with me. So coming up next, Jason, who do we got?
Well, I've been instructed to talk about these guys as they come to the ring, but there's really not much to talk about with one of these competitors, our first competitor here, as the black lights come on.
Uh-oh. Hey, we're going to see all your semen stains. I see you black beers in the audience. Masturbating on your chest.
I'm throwing a suspicious look at our timekeeper now. Look at him. Look at his suit jacket.
Motherfucker!
Well, Ignatius Black has come to the ring. He is the first debuting superstar in this match and another new signing in the MMWF.
Ignatius Black? You know what? What do you know about him, Jason?
I honestly don't. I know that he is from Toledo, Ohio, and I know that he's clocked in as a heavyweight here in the Fed.
You know what? We're gonna break down his name a little bit and the tattoo on his chest because that's all we got right now.
Absolutely.
So Ignatius, which means a Latin rooting meaning a fire ignited. So not like that building's on fire. Like I just set that building on fire. And black is obviously a dark color. But then again, if you look at his chest tattoo, it is a series of blocks, very similar. I hate to say it, to a Nordic sign, almost similar to the crosshatch you see with an Odinist, which isn't a real thing. But I'm saying an Alterasu, which is somebody that believes in the gods of the Norwegians.
Well,
the
our
Nordics.
second one we have a little bit more information on, and that is the new Triple Hero World Champion, who is Kid Question.
I got a question for him. What's his question?
I think the question is, who's going to be able to beat him? He's been the hottest name in Japan in the past year. He's now the youngest ever Triple Hero World Champion. He beat Yuki Faita.
I actually know some information about him. He's from the DC alternate universe where the Riddler's gay.
It's not funny.
He's from DC World 32.
He's actually from San Jose, California.
Oh, that explains it. Just heads up, the gay Riddler's from San Jose, California.
I mean, you heard it here first, folks. Kid Question is the gay Riddler, but I do not believe that. Evan's opinion on Kid Question does not reflect those of the Monroe Magic Wrestling Federation or the Midwest Magic Wrestling Federation.
You know what? You can love who you want. I just think he's a homosexual.
He's the luchador versus Ignatius Black, and honestly, this is two different approaches in fashion style and in wrestling style. Kid Question, more of a traditional wrestler, power guy, versus Kid Question, who is absolutely through and through another luchador. Evan, you are not a big fan of luchadors, from my understanding.
Oh, no, I love luchadors. Taco Truck, Taco Loco is, I think, one of the best luchadors I've ever seen. Mama Negra, interesting person to watch. But my problem is I don't like masks. I'm sorry. You man, you show your face. You stand in front of somebody, you beat the shit out of them back and forth. That person has a right to know your face.
What a big boot by Ignatius Black. And the Triple Hero World Champion. I mean, we don't really have any film.
The back of his head's getting tenderized a little bit there by Ignatius.
We talk about watching film, we talk about being prepared, but we don't really have much information or film on Ignatius Black. Honestly, Ignatius has more film on Kid Question.
Motherfucker is safe from the Azuban.
Thanks to Kid Question's experience in Triple Hero Pro Wrestling, and now that World Championship victory in the Tokyo Dome, and a big belly-to-belly by Ignatius Black.
But that's the thing is Harry Potter!
So, I'm wondering about chat's reaction as well to these two debuting superstars. So, chat, please give us your thoughts on these two new signings in MMWF as Kid Question.
They're thinking that Ignatius Black formerly was a magician.
This, as we're getting ready for our main event, you got Trav Karan and Taco Loco in the back getting ready.
Alright, but here's the thing is let's be honest, this is a great match right now. It is very back and forth. Ignatius Black doing everything he can. But Kid Question with the magenta and pink tights is doing everything he can to keep him down on the ground here.
I actually had somewhere that I was going with that, is that, Taco Loco versus Trav Karan, this kind of match that we're seeing right now is going to be the opposite of Taco Loco versus Trav Karan, with the newer competitors as opposed to the two prolific championship holders. But at the same time, it looks like we've got a power guy versus a traditional cruiserweight luchador. Trav Karan is a submission guy. Taco Loco seems to be a very all-around explosive wrestler.
That's the thing is we're talking about Taco versus Trav, and I am...
Oh my goodness. Kid Question. I don't know what the answer to the question is, but it's definitely not on the top turnbuckle, as Ignatius Black is pulverizing him.
He's just making sure he checks it really meticulously. But no, yeah, this match right here is definitely a back and forth match. Kid Question is doing everything he can to respond. Ignatius holding him up. I don't know what this is.
That's an Irish curse backbreaker by Ignatius Black. Kid Question is down, and Ignatius Black is looking to end this match.
Is he maybe Black Irish?
Here he goes.
Uh-oh.
Butterfly suplex there. That's the pin. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. Ignatius Black wins quickly.
Ignatius, you know what? Chat and viewers, I apologize. We spent more time talking about who these guys were and other matches and not commenting on this match. Ignatius Black, from what I saw, did an amazing job, and I'm going to give him a hats off. Once again, Trav, what am I doing there, Jason?
Hats off. His hat is off.
The other thing is I didn't even think about it. Ignatius Black could be really, really Irish.
It's possible. How did he get that scar on his face? A lot of questions about both of these wrestlers, but one less question we have is who's the better of the two, as Ignatius captures a victory.
I think I know who's better of the two. One dude just won in less than a minute and a half. It's pretty solid evidence there.
That's absolutely true. The Triple Hero World Champion having some problems. Yuki Faita might be licking his lips at the rematch opportunity that he has coming to him.
I don't think that's his real last name there, Trav. Jason.
Wait, you don't think what is whose name?
I don't think Yuki Faita's last name is really Faita.
I mean, okay.
Probably like Smith.
Well, he was born and raised in Japan. I highly doubt his last name is Smith.
Hey, we have plenty of men raised in military bases in Okinawa and other locations. Are you disrespecting our troops?
Trav Karan and Taco Loco. And, let's go ahead and talk about Kid Question versus Ignatius Black, as both of these guys look to make a big first impression. We've never seen them in the MMWF before. We know about Kid Question's big victory in the Tokyo Dome, but taking a big loss like that here is something else.
That's a huge loss. Let's put it this way. That was, what, less than a minute and a half?
And it was very short. I think it comes down to something that you like to say. Welcome to the MMWF.
MMWF is a different arena. Yuki Faita, definitely a bar above when it comes to whatever that Japanese promotion is called. And that's the thing, is that's okay. He made a splash here, and I would love to see more of it. But welcome to the MMWF. This is the big leagues. This is where you make your name. You just make a little bit of money elsewhere. You come here to make your name and make the dough. I'm sorry, Roxy. It just felt like to me that was a minute and 30 seconds.
It was very, very short.
Roxy would like to point out it was 3 times what I said.
Well, I mean, look, 4.5 minutes in the MMWF, that's the shortest match of the night still. Alright, well, this is not going to be a short match.
I hope it isn't. We are seeing a great exhibition match. Let's put it out here right now. We are seeing two of the most dominant people in the 2018 season. And you know what? Me and Jason are doing the same thing at the same time. What are we doing here?
We are excited. We are ready for this match.
I'm rubbing my thighs. Oh, yeah. Let's put it this way. Trav Karan, you know what? I joined the MMWF in a later period. I am nowhere near as long as Trav has been in here. I joined in the 2015 season, and this is my opinion of Trav Karan. Sucks. Holy shit! And that's continued on. Taco Loco, sucks. Holy shit! So we got two holy shits here tonight fighting. And you know what? This is what my night's made for. This is why I told Jason, when did I say I was going to head home?
You said that you were going to do it 3 matches ago, and you're still here, but because...
You know why I'm here? This match right here.
This match is so high profile. No joke. We're here live in Dublin, Ohio, at the Sports Ohio Complex, and this is one of the biggest matches of the year thus far, even in a short year like this.
We're early on, but you know what the best part of it being early on is? We get to see amazing matches like this for 11 more months.
Absolutely.
Trav Karan here coming out looking like he always looks, loud, proud, and in charge, walking down that ramp. Jason unfortunately had to leave temporarily because there was a barky dog demanding his attention. Trav testing those ropes and coming into the ring. And you know what? We got a who you got here. Chat, we seem to have a lot of people here. I want to hear your opinion. Who you got tonight? Do you got Trav Karan, the Cruiserweight Champion? Or do you have the other member of this team, which we always want to watch, which is Taco Truck, Taco Loco, the starter of this, which was started by Ned and him out of a truck outside. And here comes the Taco Club. You know what, at this point, Taco Loco, I would have to say, is the head, the ringleader, the master, and commander of that Taco Truck. Will he lead them on to another victory and the highest profile match of this night against, you know, let's be completely honest, we're seeing two of the stronger, actually two of the only stables here nowadays. We're seeing Taco Truck versus Death tonight with two of their most dominating champions stepping in the ring. Taco Loco versus Trav Karan. The only thing that makes this maybe more hype is if we saw Yuko Yokota come out and just beat the living shit out of both of them. So chat, I've asked you already, who you got? So Zeta Blues is calling the ref wins. If your opinion mattered, I'd ask for it more.
Trav Karan warming up. Taco Loco warming up. Here we go. Taco comes out fast. Crucifix pin or crucifix shot.
To predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Aside from Saxton's commentary, this has all the makings of an epic match.
Columbus,
A lot of back and forth reversal here. Trav applying elbow liberally to chin.
Taco Loco. Trav Karan, no help. I wonder if Junko is stuck in the snow.
She is from Japan.
Kudo Ryu
Should have lived in Hokkaido.
as Taco Loco with a shoulder block there. Kudo Ryu probably could have used the help in that TV title match too.
Wait a minute, where is Yuko booked from?
Osaka, Japan.
Yeah, she ain't from Hokkaido. She has no idea what to do with snow.
That's true. Trav Karan taking a beating here from Taco. Taco has started fast and hot, just like the burritos at Taco Truck.
Hanshu is a rush level to the Pleasant Island. Oh, and Taco getting a Taco missing hard.
That was a helpful piece of information, Bobby.
I actually know a decent amount about Japan. I just don't know you anime bullshit shit.
Trav, nice rolling leg pull there. Trav with the pin here after that one.
I think Trav is going way too early to the well here on this one.
Trav trying to line up a backslide, a huge backslide on the bigger Taco Loco.
Plain and simple, this is a case of stamina versus agility. Trav can throw some moves out, but Taco, I think Taco can outlast him and then come up from behind and just make him hurt.
Flapjack
like
into the
that
top rope.
flapjack.
This is the opposite of the Pariah versus Freak Show match earlier. This is all offense. As Taco pulls Trav up.
He caught him slipping.
Trav throws Taco. Oh, what a big kick by Trav.
Oh, Trav is applying pressure to Taco. It seems like Taco's taking a more weather the storm approach while Trav is attempting to do the tsunami and hitting the beach as hard as humanly
Trav,
possible.
oh, what a double axe handle. It's caught by Taco Loco.
It's a clear
One. Oh, there's...
Jason, it's basic mathematics here. How much damage is Trav's moves worth against Taco's?
You know, you gotta wonder about the size disadvantage that Trav is at. As smart of a ring general as he is, he just took a second rope red arrow from Taco Loco. High angle snapmare there from Trav Karan.
Trav is showboating and doing big moves off of it.
You know, the showboating, though, that's part of his offense, if we're being honest. Trav's one of the best showboaters in this Fed, but Taco Loco, if anybody's going to punish that showboating, Taco is going to be one of the guys to do it.
Definitely. And Taco is not known not to do the showboating. Those were a lot of negatives in a row. I think that did not equal a double negative, but I might be wrong.
Well, as a luchador, showboating is part of the act, honestly.
Of course.
It's part of the moves.
And once again, we're seeing shades of a match we saw earlier.
This really does measure out to be something similar to Pariah versus Freak Show.
Measured offense against a Wild Wood. You know what I mean? Like, a huge reversal here from Trav.
The cruiserweight versus the heavyweight. Trav is trying to keep things on his side, but if he's fast, he's so wily that he seems to be able to work around Taco Loco's luchador offense, but not always in his own offense.
But that's the thing is when it goes into strength, when he goes for strength-based moves, he's pulling water from the wrong well. And that's what we're seeing here.
He's got to continue with the striking, and when Taco is grounded, he's got to hit those key submission moves. But Taco has control of this match right now with a big 1918 there. One, two. Ooh, not even two.
And that's the thing is Trav's got to channel Muhammad Ali. He's got to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. And all that Taco Loco needs to do is act like a fucking steam hammer.
Trav, though, he has quite a bit of endurance. He has a surprising amount of endurance for a cruiserweight because of how he wrestles his matches.
Oh, I'm not saying he doesn't have. I'm just saying he ain't got Taco Loco stamina.
At the same time, he can't endure just a 300-pound Mexican-American thrown at him every freaking 30 seconds, you know?
Yeah, that's the point. Taco Loco's got to make like a semi-truck. Just keep hammering away. A steam jack. Pow, 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 pow.
Trav with an arm drag there. And now Trav reminding Taco who the most important man on the show is. Lining up a DDT. Taco is down.
Trav is doing what he can here. Can he take advantage of this? Trav is...
Clotheslines by Trav Karan. Taco, the kick blocked. Trav with the sweep.
Trav has got to make like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Get damage when he can. Back off to make sure that Taco can't tie him up.
Trav setting up for something here. You know how many explosive moves he's got in his arsenal. Like that bicycle kick right there.
Taco is not looking good right now. Taco has got to gather his game here and apply damage to face.
Trav drags Taco to the center of the ring. Might be going for the submission victory here. You see him rolling up. Could be locking in that double arm lock. Oh, it's just an arm breaker. Oh no, Taco is in a very bad place. Trav hits the field breaker on the world champion. The pin by Trav Karan. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Taco kicks out.
Taco holds on. And this is what I'm talking about. This is when that well of Constitution starts to flow up.
I think that Trav honestly believed he had 3 after the field breaker, but he has to know Taco Loco, the world champion, doesn't go down that easy. The world champ, though, has got to start stringing some offense together. Trav Karan has been firmly in control of this match.
How do you eat an elephant?
Oh, I don't know. I've never competed against an elephant.
One bite at a time.
Okay.
And that's what Trav is doing here. He's trying to eat an elephant one bite at a time. He's outweighed by a good 150-plus pounds. He's got to just one bite at a time.
Taco trying to get the fist in the air.
Oh!
Missed the bicycle kick.
Oh, and Taco missed too. Oh,
he's not missing now.
Something.
He made Trav miss the bicycle kick. Trav trying to toss Taco out of the ring. Taco going to the top rope. Trav is in a very bad way. He turns around and needs a double axe handle.
God, that's a big axe handle.
Taco Loco. Very, very good set of moves. And now looking for the revenge of Montezuma's revenge. He's going to tie Trav up. Rolling over. Trav is tied up. The revenge of Montezuma's revenge.
The revenge of Montezuma. They revenged it twice.
Oh, the Gornita missed. Trav made him miss the Gornita. Backslide.
Uh-oh.
No, wait a minute. I'm looking at the replay on my screen here. Taco Loco pulled back the Gornita. Oh, no. He's watching his probation, Evan. I think that he pulled back the Gornita. You saw the replay.
I definitely did. This is not something that... It's almost like... Are there other forces involved in this? Besides the two wrestlers in the ring that we're seeing right now.
We've got the probation. But look at this Taco Loco locking in the gory special onto the top turnbuckle.
Jesus Christ. That is a message.
1, 2. Ooh, what a kick out.
And Taylor Tyrod counting slow once again. Is this...
You're talking about those other forces at play, Evan. There's a lot to think about in this match.
Did you see how slow that count was as well as other things? Are we seeing something else involved here? You know what? I work for the same company. Hey, it's a great match. 2.
Big 2 count. Taco Loco survives.
I like my job. Hey, guys, I love my job. Oh, Taco playing out hands.
This is becoming a straight-up fight between these two champions. Big jawbreaker. Taco managing to make some distance.
Did Trav...
Wait a minute!
Did Trav piss Taco off?
Well, he apparently did because he's got a second revenge of Montezuma's revenge going on here. Right in the booty hole. Trav writhing in pain. Taco Loco gets arm dragged.
Trav dragging him up. Planting him. Taco's broken open.
Another DDT. Trav Kron with the pin after the busting open. 2. Oh, it's a 2.5. Taco barely getting his shoulder off the mat, Evan.
Barely.
Byron, he may be down for good. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Not after the beating he's taken.
Trav is just pounding away at our world champion. Another snapmare to ground him again. And now locks in a submission hold. Surfboard stretch here. Trav has won with the surfboard stretch before, and he's got it locked in now. Taco's got to bust out of it.
Definitely what I was talking about earlier. How do you start eating an elephant one bite at a time? And Trav is taking that motto seriously.
Taco trying to power up. Trying to outstrong Trav. Not hard to do. The Gornita connects. Trav busted open. The pin after the Gornita. 1, 2. Oh, it's a 2.5.
Taco holds on.
Taco Loco. Trav kicking out Taco Loco's knee. And now both of these men are roasted open. The bicycle kick by Trav.
Trav is trying to continue this. Trying to get the victory.
DDT.
Oh! On that broken open head. Yeah, there's a mask in the way, but it's still broken open.
We know it's bleeding. We can see the blood pouring out the eye holes as Taco Loco pushing Trav away. Crucifix! Taco Loco stomping it away. The Cruiserweight champ down. The world champ gets raked across the eyes. Backbreaker. Russian leg sweep combo from Trav. Still bleeding from the goggles.
He doesn't appear to be in a hurry to get up here.
I just don't think he has it in.
Trav reminding the crowd who he is.
He is the man.
Oh no. Taco Loco getting targeted. The field breaker connects a second time. And Trav not going for the pin. Going for the statement. Trying to beat the world champion with a sit-out DDT.
Oh, and he's still down, Byron.
And Trav's still not going for the pin, Evan. That might not be a wise move.
You know, he's doing what he
Wait
can.
a minute. He's rope-assisted pin. Dirty move by the Cruiserweight Champion. Oh, and Taco Loco still manages to lift his body up.
Fireman's carry. This doesn't look good, Corey.
Uh-oh.
Trav wrestling
Trav
his way
working
out
his
of
way
it.
out.
All over it. That lands.
The Cruiserweight Champion bleeding
He might just be
and going to the second rope looking for a big move here.
One on the
Cross-
dance floor.
Crossbody connects.
Got that menstrual cycle going on.
Might not get up, which wouldn't shock me one bit. Talk about a beating he's taken here tonight.
Taco dazed. Trav tossed.
Taco was ready and waiting, but Trav catches it.
Kick blocked.
textbook maneuver.
Now this once again becomes a defensive matchup. 1, 2.
Kick out of 2. That
But
was
Taco is waiting for it and ready for that.
I am in shock.
Trav is wondering what else he has to do. He's already hit 2 field breakers, and now it looks like he's busting out some poses.
But he's got to get up now.
Oh, the punch misses. Trav punches the mat
That's not a
openly.
mat. He's punching a piece of rawhide over a goddamn set of wood. That is not comfortable.
Another arm breaker here by Taco Loco.
Getting tied up hard once again by Taco.
At this point, it looks like
Oh,
either winner of this
jeez.
match will walk out of
So he
here
dislocated
beating
his
back.
shoulder.
Taco trying to damage whatever he can. Looks like he's going for another 1918. Connects.
Side slam.
The 1918 connects. That's the pin from Taco Loco. 1, 2,
He got it. No.
2.5.
Once again, Taylor is slow on this. And I swear he saw that dirty pin earlier.
Looks like both these superstars have found that little
Taco
extra
Loco
something
now
to keep
assaulting
themselves
Trav
together.
Karan, who is starting to really look gassed.
What happens when a cruiser fights a heavyweight? Some of them have bigger endurance than others.
Trav with a big block, key block there, but Taco catches him before he can hit a field breaker. And now I think he's got a submission hold locked in here. He's got a straightjacket choke locked in on Trav Karan, looking for a submission victory against the submission expert.
Superstars looking a little worse for wear right now.
Trav is locked in. He's trying to get up. Very tough to make a submission expert like Trav tap out, but it's equally
definitely
tough.
is.
Equally tough to get out of that move when it's applied by somebody with the strength of Taco Loco.
Trav has managed to work his way out.
Oh man, I thought he had
But
it.
Taco was continuing this match. This match has
He can't believe it.
gotten to epic proportions at this point.
And Trav Karan, I think he wants the trampoline elbow. He's going to the top rope. He wants the trampoline elbow to put this thing away. It's got to connect, and it does! Trampoline elbow!
Taco has a lot of padding. Let's see if this actually puts him away.
Trav says that he knows Taco what it takes to beat Taco Loco. But Taco kicks Trav in the face. Trav down.
Once again, we're seeing a lot of reversals here. Uh-oh! Taco is not done with this match
That is
yet.
the deluxe combination number 9. That's what Taco Loco calls it.
It didn't look any less brutal the second time.
And what is this? Double underhook pile driver. Taco changing up his playbook to get the win. He wants the
We're
win.
seeing the legs tap. What do we got next?
Gornita connects.
Oh, I
The
think
peanut
it's
for the
over.
Gornita.
One,
2,
two,
3.
three.
Taco wins.
Taco pulling out the stops to lay it out, putting down Trav.
Bleeding from the mouth. Bleeding from his eyes. Taco Loco wins.
Ain't his anus.
I don't. No, that's Trav. Trav took 2 Revenge of Gornita.
Yeah, that was a.
Look at this. That's.
Yeah, there was
Busted
some
open.
physics involved. Yeah, something's busted open.
Oh my gosh, what a match between these two. Evan, this has been an epic
Oh,
night of
God.
wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a very big win here tonight.
We've seen some epic matches tonight. Yukiko Kitagawa winning over Kaz Wadelock quicker than we thought she would. But we've heard some updates from OSU Medical.
That's right, she's still in not OSU Medical. She's a double Methodist
Oh,
hospital.
sorry.
We do have an update.
That's a little higher grade.
She is She's going to actually be held longer than overnight, and they're not sure if they're going to permit her to travel. We will keep you updated on the MMWF group page with more information. Big night of wrestling tonight. Taco Loco emerges victorious in this exhibition match. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, sticking with us through the weather and through overtime. For everybody here in the booth,
Evan Gillard.
I am Jason Manhattan. Roxanne Johnson, of course, missing out tonight on a big night of action, but she will be back Saturday night in Des Moines, Iowa for Slamuary. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and have a great night.
Toodles.